Deadpool. So, you know what's really cool about unpacking sometimes, especially, well, there we go, especially when you haven't seen some stuff in a very long time, you find all your cool stuff. I found a couple of cool things. First of all, my humongous Deadpool action figure with articulation, and even his feet bend up and down. And he's got like weapons you can actually take out. This thing is so cool. When I got this for my birthday one year, I don't remember which birthday, but I got it for my birthday. It comes with a bunch of different hands. Comes with some other weapons. I got to find the rest of them. There's like size and a couple other guns, but super cool. He's super dusty. It's an X-Force variant that I got. Um, I want to find the regular suit one, but I think these things are quite the dollar amount. It's kind of like I have my I never say the word right. Kotobukiya statues. The ones you kind of pop the pieces together. They got magnets in the feet and they set it on a base. I have a Deadpool, a regular suit Deadpool, and an X Force Deadpool, that same figure. So I was like, it'd be cool if I could find this one. So that's one of the things I found going through our boxes of stuff. Look how, just look. He's almost as tall as me. And that's not saying much, but swords come out. Kind of. Yeah, they do. There we go. They kind of click in there. It is, yes, I do. Kotobukiya, not the fireman thing. So yeah, there's that. Let me just not trip over all my cords here. So if you hear something fall later, that's probably what it was. I also found my aunt gave these to me a long time ago. Little wooden. I need to clean them because, as you can see, the feet are dirty. But some Tar Heels, and it comes with a Ramsey head, and that used to hang in my office at not the old house, but the house before it. So can't wait to hang these back up. Probably hang them up on the wall behind me here. But super cool. Glad I found these. I've been missing this for a while. And then we see my night wangerang back there, as I call it. I found my batarang. Took it out of the stand because I was like, I don't want to show it off in the stand. So folds up. It's actually pretty sharp for being plastic, but super cool. Yeah, night wangerang. Yeah, I might leave it on the base. I might just put it on the wall behind me. A lot of space in here to put stuff up. I got some art pieces Jenna did on the walls. This is one of those rooms that it is my office, but it's where we're getting everything put together and set up in the house. The odds and ends go in here. So this will be the last room that actually gets cleaned up and things put where I want it. Most of our comic boxes are in like a closet that's blocked off right now. It's got my pull-up tower in here. Exercise bike is in here. Box of pops literally going to the ceiling. Hang on. Literally to the ceiling. So yeah, cool to find all my stuff. Cool to find all our stuff. A lot of it's still working. Got stuff out in the shed, but it's a shed in the sense of it's got 4 walls and a roof. There's no bottom to it, so it's just stuff sitting out in the yard basically. But it's got something over it protecting it, I guess. So gonna get a new shed eventually, so we can put all some of this stuff out there. The lawnmower's out there, but in order to get it to fit with some of the other stuff, I have to fold the handle down every time. So gonna get a new shed, get all that stuff situated. It's gonna take some time. We're taking it a box at a time. And I have a little saying that's going on here right now where I tell Jenna, it's like, look, it's just for now, not forever. That means if we put something someplace and we don't like how it is by the time we're done, we can always change it. So now that we have gotten all that out of the way, the EXP, y'all. Make sure this is my place that hires me to do stuff. Producer behind the shows. Sign up for it. We're inching closer and closer and closer to like 4,000 subs is still a little bit away, but it's not as far away as I may think. We're like in the 3,600s right now. We're trying to grow this thing, trying to get this thing profitable because I love my job, but I can't do it for free. We can't do this without you folks out there watching. So be sure, if you've never checked out the Experience 4, check it out. Talk to me. I usually run most of the shows. I run a ton of the shows. But you can always talk to me in the chat. Be happy to have you join this community. It really is an awesome community. You're going to meet some folks that I met through this job. And one of the reasons I love my job so much, in just a second, we're going to bring them on. But I'm going to go ahead and push them like this. My co-hosts, as always, both of them this time. It's very exciting. Weirdos. Make sure you check out Weirdos Podcast if you haven't. They're starting to do a Friday happy hour. They're going to be doing some stuff. It's going to be great. Get in on the ground floor of that. Now, let us go ahead and bring them in. Here are the Weirdos themselves. We got the weird one, Ed, and we got Mr. Nope.
Happy Superman Day!
Ooh, that was the other thing.
No way.
Superman Day.
See, it's right there. See?
Well, I mean, I'm always.
I have no Superman stuff on.
It was my middle finger, in case you didn't notice. I was
kind of camouflaged.
Yeah,
kind of camouflaged, but I got it.
Back in black.
Guys, how we doing? It feels like I hadn't seen Nope in forever, except for like after part of shows.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nope in about
almost
12 hours.
Yeah, little busy having an actual life.
Something like that.
I get it.
Yeah, we got a camper recently, so that was kind of what was going on last week. Well, other than trivia and blacklight bingo. Yeah, the weekend before was, I don't remember. I think there was a death in the family, and I think family was in town, and that's what we were doing that Saturday or something. So something along those lines.
Oh, all good, man. It's always good to have you on when you can make it. Always good to have you here.
Yeah, it's always fun to be here.
Ed, how have you been, man? Since the last time we talked.
Gee, not much has changed in those couple of days. Nah, just the same old therapy, work. Last night I was having some fun mocking a supposed weather expert giving tornado advice to people that I really wanted to jump through the screen and beat him to a pulp. But, you know, my back wouldn't let me, and we don't have that technology yet. But he's lucky for both of those reasons. Because he was giving people the worst advice possible, and he was zooming in on storms that weren't there and telling people to take cover, and there was nothing there because it had already passed them. And I'm like, I got to block this dude and quit watching him, or I'm going to get violent. So, yeah.
And I was laughing the whole time.
He absolutely was.
I bet.
And I was sharing pictures with him of what the radar really looked like. He's like, yeah, I don't know what that guy's looking at. I'm like, you and me both. I don't know what the hell he's looking at either. Meanwhile, this freaking hurricane is forming on the western side of Missouri that looks like it was at least an EF3 or 4. And he never mentioned it once. And that's what I kept following. And I'm like, that's the one I'd be talking about. So that's led me to think that I'm going to start either on our Weird Dopes channel, or maybe I'll start a weather channel. And when stuff like that happens, I'll go live and give real information, because this dude's going to get somebody killed. And he had like 120-some thousand people watching him. And that scares me, because he was telling them to find overpasses to hide under. No, you don't do that. The overpass, being shaped like this, acts like a wind tunnel. And if you climb up there, you're going to turn 250-mile-an-hour winds into 320-mile-an-hour winds. And dude, I was getting so pissed. Nope was laughing his ass off. I'm like, I really want to hurt this guy. I really want to hurt this guy.
That's right. You should never go to an underpass or overpass.
No.
You shouldn't. You know,
No.
because
fluffed up by the movies.
yeah, you'll do that, and then your dad will go to rescue a dog and get caught in a car, and then you can't use your superpowers because he tells you not to. I'm sorry, I love Man of Steel. I did not like that part of the movie, man. Kevin Costner was a pretty good.
You know why Cavill didn't save his dad? Because he's a pussy. That's why.
Yeah.
Hear that, Snyder people? Bite me. How's that?
Well, and it's supposed to be set up to where he can't save him. Like it's something that he can't save him from. The heart attack.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. That made no sense. That was dumb.
It could have, but he didn't because
even
get out
Jordan,
yourself.
Even Jordan
Wouldn't
helped
he
beat a tornado.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have even seen it.
Nope.
Like nobody probably
right.
even seen him standing there.
That's right.
There's too much going on.
It goes back to comics no matter what we talk about. You want to talk about weather with the weird one? Well, it could still go to comics.
Ask me anything. I've been studying weather since I was 6. So ask me anything. So you can even ask me where Nope lives now because I have him narrowed right down because I was watching the tornadoes.
No. Let's let Doc.
They can ask. I didn't say I'd tell them. I just said that they could ask.
Let's let Doc Nope.
Stop it.
Thou shalt not mock me.
He's gonna get swatted. He's gonna get swatted because of us.
Ooh, baby. So his address is 1429 Elm Street.
You spelled weird wrong.
Who did? You're not getting me twice. You're not getting me twice.
That is hilarious. So, folks, couple of links in the chat. Chum.
What was that?
Chum.
Enunciation.
Yes.
You talk a lot about Chum.
Chum. Still on Kickstarter right now. Still an opportunity to grab your copy of the awesome die cut hardcover. I can't wait to get this thing in. I have the trade. I had to get this die cut hardcover, man. Comics Tribe
Not too late. You can jump in and get all the chum you can shovel.
That's right. That's right. Ed can
load upon load.
Yeah.
And Jay even has statues of it.
Look, I did this for the bit. This is on me. But yeah, had to bring that up because it does have I think another week or two, and then the Kickstarter's over. The one that just started, though, that I want to talk about a little bit. No Heroine Second Chances by Frank Gogol. This started out as a Source Point Press book, I believe. And Frank ended up taking the second chapter of it to Kickstarter. Got the first issue of that. Fantastic. Totally flips the story.
I heard she fought her worst demons.
She did. We the first part of the story has our hero here, Kayla, who is 90 days sober from drugs and alcohol. And
why?
Because a friend of hers goes missing. Well, come to find out, he's been kidnapped by heroin slinging vampires.
Hello. All right, yeah. I'm in. Now you got my interest.
So that's the first part of the series.
And when did you find out about this first part?
Oh goodness!
Way
before I met Ed.
Thanks, chum. I appreciate it.
Yeah, chum guzzler. Anyway, so that was the first part. That was the one that was released in comic shops. Second part, you still have Kayla dealing with the supernatural, but it's not vampires in this newer one. It's something else.
What's grabbing her butt there?
and it's a demon hand.
Yeah.
So this one has to do with demons and witches. At least the first issue of this new part did. It was excellent. Been waiting some time for Frank to release the second part of this, and this is going to be the rest of this story. So it's only going to be the 2 issues. But he said he's not done with Kayla yet. Frank is a great dude. Used to be on a channel. I think they call the channel Nearing Nerdvana now, but it used to be Comic Book Food Chain that he was a part of, and watched them for years, and then something happened and he stopped, and then he kind of was out of comics for a little bit, coming back in. This dude is awesome. Talk to him. He is let us edit, like not really edit, but he would send us PDFs of his books and be like, "Hey, can you read through these? If you find any mistakes or anything, let me know so I can get them fixed before they go to the printer." Editing stuff like that. He did that for a lot of people, but yeah, he's the reason I have a Power Rangers comic, because he wrote a Power Rangers Unlimited comic. I think just the 1 issue. I think it was about the Death Ranger or something, but he wrote that. That's the only reason I have a Power Rangers comic. So Frank's a good dude. This one's been backed. Can't wait to get it in. I will definitely be doing an unboxing and then an overall kind of review on it. And I think I've been talking about it for so long, people might want the link to go to the Kickstarter to check it out. But I did find out also after the show that we did Saturday, or maybe it was Wednesday when Sean and I did the live we did, that Curse of Cleaver County #3 did not obviously come out on the 15th. That Kickstarter is not going to be live until next week. So trust me, we'll be talking about that one too. So there's the 2 Kickstarters I wanted to push. If at any point during the show y'all got something y'all want to share, throw it out in the private chat, and I'll make sure that I pop it out into the chat. So next thing I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the one that maybe Ed's not as excited for, but that's because we're going to leave the one Ed really is excited for till after. But I want to talk about Street Fighter. This thing looks ridiculous. This looks like they're not trying to be serious with it. We have Ken beating up a car in one of the scenes, okay? Just like the freaking video game.
Hey, it's got Polly in it. I'm going to watch it.
And Polly as Zangief is just freaking perfection.
Well, yeah, look at him. He looks just like the freaking character.
My goodness. There's a couple of questionable casting choices in my opinion, but I'm always going to give folks a chance.
Like the whole bottom row?
Bottom left, too, is all I was going to say.
I mean,
Those
yeah.
are the ones that kind of stick out for me. As
they messed up not getting Tyson to be Balrog. Even as an old man, you'd have been perfect.
Well, 50 Cent ain't too bad.
No, it's going to be interesting. The trailer it looks fun. This is not going to be an award-winning movie by any means.
If Dawson's arms and legs stretch, I will lose it.
They do.
I will lose it.
Yeah, they do. They did in the trailer. They showed it in the trailer.
And Cody Rhodes, oh my lord.
Cody Rhodes' Guile is one of the
he
weirdest.
Looks just like him though.
It does.
As soon as I saw him, I knew that they weren't taking this movie seriously, and I'm like, oh boy, what are we gonna have here?
Man,
the hair,
totally
man.
okay with all of it, though.
Yeah, the hair and the actor playing Ryu, and I should have had, and it for me it was always Ryu, but apparently it's Ryu.
You know, it was Ryu for me too.
Same.
Let's see.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
While you got him up here.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, in the game, which one was the hardest to defeat for you? Do you remember? I remember because I was so pissed off at this character that I was ready to jump into the TV and kick their ass myself.
Vega always gave me.
Thank you. That's the one that effed me up, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past him forever. And then I'm like, this ain't the last dude. And then the last dude comes on, Bison, and he was easy. And I'm like, what? What just happened?
I will say this. There's two people in here that to me I believe are like perfect casting outside of
Polly.
Yeah, Olivier, I think is how you say his name. It's either Oliver or Olivier, I can't remember. But Richter's Paulie, yeah. Other than him, Andrew Koji is Ryu. I love that dude. If you've
what would I know him from?
There was, dang it, come on. I had the freaking Warrior. I think he was Into the Badlands.
He was in the Badlands?
I think so. Or I'm thinking of the wrong movie or the wrong show. Maybe it was Warrior. I'm thinking of Warrior.
I'm on it.
Is that dude next to Bison, that other wrestler?
The dude next to Bison?
Yeah. He looks like that.
Yeah, that's
Roman
Reigns.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Like, yeah, I'm like, so how many wrestlers are in this thing? Now I'm really curious. Any of the other ones?
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, I don't mean to break your thought.
It's Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Okay. Cody Rhodes.
I was like Jason Momoa was in it, of course, because Jason Momoa is in everything.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay, so it wasn't in the Badlands. It was a show called Warrior, which there's a really cool fight that he has with Michael Bisping, where it's one of those big. Bisping is like the badass that's defeating everybody, and they're telling Andrew Koji's character, "You're gonna have to be quick. You're gonna have to finish him quick," and he kicks him one time and he's done. Like it's really funny. It's a funny scene, but I think he is perfect. I think that, oh my goodness, I just had her name, Kalina Liang as Chun-Li. I think she's great. There's some of these characters that I don't know a whole lot about. Like
I don't know the dude's name at all, but the guy that got to play Dawson couldn't look more like him.
Dawson, Vidyut
looks great.
Yeah, Vidyut. Yeah, he definitely has the look.
I cannot read that font where it's got their names, so I don't know what any of them say. That's a funky ass font.
Yeah, it is.
I can't read one single name of Balrog or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah,
I can't read it at all.
Yeah. Looks like Palrog.
It looks like it says Oreo Socat Jackson. I don't know what the hell his name is.
That's you saying that reminds me of.
Please tell me.
You ever see the Key and Peele sketch where they do the football teams?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a football.
It
one
does.
Of football names. Oreo Soul Cat Jones or something like that.
That's what it looks like, man.
Oreo Soul Cat Jones.
Look, I don't think these were meant to be read. It's just, hey, this looks cool. Throw it up there. I think is what.
Well, Oreo fits because he's dark on the top, dark on the bottom, and is wearing white in the middle.
Oh Jesus!
It's Oreo. Come on.
Anyway,
come on, man. Give me some.
I think
love for that. That was
good.
Also.
I think this is also somebody just took all the character posters because I just grabbed this entire image off the internet, but it feels like somebody took all the character posters and just put them into one image. It might be a little bit easier to read if they were bigger.
Yeah,
but
do we know who Bison is, or is he?
Yes, David DeSmalchin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that name.
You don't know the name, but you know the face.
Is the guy that's playing Don Suave?
Don
Is that
Savage.
the dude? Is that the dude that played Professor X in the new X-Men?
No.
Oh, it looked like
No,
him.
that's Eric Andre. He's a comedian.
Oh, okay. It looks like. I'm sorry. It looks like him in a wig.
Wow.
Yeah, if you've seen a clearer picture of each of these, everything would be much more clear.
Yeah.
Because all the details are very squished together.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Suicide Squad, Ed?
No, neither one of them.
Okay, he was Polka Dot Man. David
That helps a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. By the Bison character, not the guy that you were just talking about, but
yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think of where you would see like David DeSmolson's freaking everywhere. I'm trying to think.
he
That name
was
don't even
actually,
ring a bell.
if you remember the Dark Knight with Christian Bale Batman movies, right?
Of course.
Harvey Dent. Okay.
Oh, he's Harvey
He's
Dent?
tortured. No. He's one of the henchmen that Harvey Dent is torturing in the alley after they kidnapped Rachel. I think.
Good Lord. I would
Right?
never remember that, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember the scene you're talking about.
Other
But
than
I
that, I
don't
can't think of other movies. He's been in a few things though.
Yeah, he was in
He's
the
got a
Ant-Man
recognizable face.
I will never get over Gomez Adams playing Bison in the first one. That was just beyond ridiculous.
So great. He was the best thing in that movie.
That was his last role too.
Yeah. David DeSmolson, he's been, oh my god, he's actually been quite a few characters in DC and Marvel. He was mostly DC though, because he was like Abracadabra on The Flash. He was Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad.
The movie The Flash?
No, the show.
TV show.
I was going to say, I don't remember an Abracadabra in that movie.
He's in the Oppenheimer movie.
Yep. Late Night with the
Dune
Devil.
Part 1.
Yeah. Like if you saw his face, you'd be like, oh, it's that guy.
Probably.
Yeah.
He also writes Count Crowley's Midnight Monster Hunter.
Mr.
The comics.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And he has
I've read that. Yeah.
What's the other one? Henri was selling on his show. It's like Samurai versus something. I can't remember, but he does that too. So yeah.
Samurai versus Knights?
I think so. Knights versus Samurai, something like that.
Yeah. It's like a 6-part series.
Yeah, that's David DeSmolson writing that too.
Okay.
Are some of these characters from newer versions of the game? Because the names don't look familiar to me at all. Like Don Suave or whatever the hell that says.
Don Savage, Dan Habiki. I know Cammy, but Cammy just is weird to me. Julie. Yeah, Cammy's in the regular.
Which
first.
one's Cammy?
Cammy's the blue one down at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
With the 5s.
She was in the first one? I only remember Chun-Li as a chick.
Well, maybe Cammy was in the second one. Cammy was in the original Street Fighter movie, though.
Oh, I forgot about that thing a long time ago. I was talking about the game.
Yeah, she was like in the second or third Street Fighter.
But I don't think they had her in that costume, though, did they?
No.
Or no, they did change their costumes right before the little fight tournament, didn't they? Some of them. Because that's how you got the Chun-Li with the buns.
I think all of the originals ends with Bison, because anything after that, none of those names ring a bell. And I was a Street Fighter addict on my Super Nintendo. I don't remember Akuma Matata, if that's his name. Does it say Akuma?
Oh, Akuma? Yeah, he was the one that had the one that had the big beads around his neck.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was in the first one. I couldn't tell you.
I don't think he was
between the character rosters.
I think they end at Bison, and they probably did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Was that on Sega?
No, it was Super Nintendo. I had Mortal Kombat on Sega. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you get to those Alpha and all those others, like where you have like R Mika, the chick that slaps her butt before she fights you. Like the games got really weird.
It sounds like it. I'm telling you, in that very first game, I was addicted, and I always played as Guile. That's the only one I ever fought as. And that Vega SOB, oh, I almost broke my TV. I had to leave the room and walk out because I was like, it's cheating. And then I finally figured him out, but he pissed me
It's
off.
cheating.
Oh,
game's
he pissed me
cheating.
off so bad. He would, because he flipped those Wolverine claws and go, and you'd be like, wait a minute, I just kicked you in the face. You can't go on me already. Get out of
And
here.
the guy playing Ken, who it kind of looks like this is going to be a Ken heavy movie from the last trailer. Kind of looks like it's a story focused on him, really. Noah Centino, he was in the Black Adam movie as the newer Adam.
Never saw it.
I don't care what nobody says. Black Adam was great. I don't care. That was a great movie. I've watched it several times. Forget The Rock. The rest of the team, Dr. Fate, Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate, perfection. That was so good. But he was
Even the
originally
guy that
going to
did
be
Hawkeye
He-Man.
was awesome.
Yeah, or not Aldous Hodge.
Yeah,
I wish they could have brought some of those folks back over to this one, but Noah Centineo, I guess is how you say his name. He was originally going up for being He-Man. I don't know what happened there, but he was originally going to be in the He-Man movie.
Wasn't buff enough.
Who knows, man? Because the guy they got playing He-Man
more of the
is not
practical.
exactly huge. Yeah.
That's the only complaint I have about this new trailer is I wish it was a different actor when he turned into He-Man. And it was like a real big muscular dude.
You want him to Lou Ferrigno it?
Yeah.
Well, no, just
That
get the
anyway.
dude with big muscles to play He-Man.
Well, that's what I mean by the Lou Ferrigno it, because that's what they did with the Hulk.
Oh, I thought you
They
meant
had
like
somebody else
put
playing
makeup and crap on him and
David
stuff.
Banner.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Bill Bixby.
when he transformed,
Exactly. Well, technically, they're two different people. Prince Adam and He-Man were two different people because even though absolutely nothing changed about him other than his clothes, no one could recognize him as He-Man.
Right. So it would make sense if he was just slightly different, with how he looked.
Right. Just somebody a little more jacked. I would have liked to have seen that for the He-Man part, but it's the magic that gives him his power anyway. So
yeah,
and that's why he could kick Superman's butt. But we're not going to go there again, Jay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, because technically, if you think about the cartoon, anyways, where He-Man started, the guy that when he's Adam
talks like an idiot.
Uh-oh.
I didn't mean for you to talk like an idiot there. Nope, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jinx your mic.
Oh.
He's doing the eep op orc Remember that from the Jetsons?
Yep. It's like the look on his face.
I know. I like to look too. It looks like he chat his pants.
So mad. Freaking Mike. This thing sucks.
every time.
Yeah.
Well, it's the headphones now. So, and I have nothing.
But it's hilarious because it only does it on here. When we talk, it never does it. Ever.
Well,
it's only on here.
Yeah, my phone's clear as day.
No, but I mean, even when we were doing Restream last night, we didn't have no trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I blame Jay. # blame Jay.
Why not? We blame Sean enough.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. # blame Sean.
So
he's our default.
Yeah, and like basically how it goes with this one is just going to be the fun one I watch. It's going to be stupid fun.
If that's how they're making it, I'll enjoy it. But if they're trying to make this a movie, it's going to be stupid.
They're not making it like they're doing this one.
This looks like an effing awesome movie.
I really dug the first one. The first one did not get a lot of praise, but
I liked the first one, but I'm telling you right now, just from the previews, this one's going to be awesome. I almost said kick ass, but that would have been stupid. But this thing looks incredible. I can't wait. Get over here. When I heard that, I was like, oh. Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling it now. I have nothing to go on here, folks, but seeing how people got quote unquote powers in the first movie, we're going to see a Johnny Cage shadow kick. We're going to see that shadow power. He's getting that power. That's
Which
happening.
one's Johnny Cage?
Carl Urban.
I'm totally kidding.
Okay. Dude, there's sometimes, man.
Dude, I was addicted to this game. I can name them all. I loved this game. Especially all their death kills. Fatality.
Yeah.
They've got to do that at least once. I don't know how they would make that part of the movie, but somebody's got to yell fatality.
I could have sworn they did some of those gimmicks in the first movie.
I can't remember. I don't remember a whole lot about the first movie other than it had like a weird plot line to it. I didn't dislike it. It was just kind of a weird plot line. Wasn't, or am I confusing it with a different movie? Wasn't there some kind of a artifact or something that they were trying to find that they had to do something with to save the world or something? Really weird like that? Or am
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna have to watch the first one again.
Okay.
It's been I watched it because
I watched it more recently. It's nothing to do with an artifact by any means, but it's like the warriors are chosen to where like there's that thing inside of them that can either unlock their power or
that's what it was.
It's basically
and
their
they have
token
to
get into the tournament.
Right. That's
right.
what it
They have
was.
to figure out how to unlock it, and then whenever someone's killed, that power or their token, so to say, gets transferred over to the person that killed them.
Yep.
So that's how Kano got his power.
That was my favorite part.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Him getting his power was my favorite, just because they were picking at him, and he finally just gets pissed off.
Is that the same Kano?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they brought everyone back.
That's awesome. I can't wait for this movie.
And
first time I saw Urban was going to be Cage, I was like, oh.
I was a little surprised that they went that route with an older Johnny, but like I got no problem with it. Like they're playing the not, I don't want to say over the hill because it's not like he's old.
You know, when you consider all of the blockbuster movies he's been in, yet he's not that known. You don't hear much about him, and a lot of people still say "who" when you say his name, and that blows my mind because he's been in the world of Star Trek. He's been in Lord of the Rings. He was the absolute best Judge Dredd you could possibly ever have, in my opinion.
Yes.
That man is just an amazing actor.
Yeah. We actually talked about him last night on the art show. Yeah. We talked about him last night on the art show because for those who don't know, the EXP also has hosts a lot of the Dynamite folks. Like we have a couple of shows. Oh, Nope dropped out. Nope is back. And one of the shows we do. One of the shows we do is an art show with Nick Barucci. And if you know who Nick Barucci is, head of Dynamite, he's also a producer on The Boys, which stars Carl Urban. And he was talking about, he goes, does anybody know the show that Carl Urban and Anthony Starr were in way before they were big? And I was like, I'm going to let people have a chance to answer this. And I cut my mic off. And like, it was going. I was like, not Jay back here yelling the answer. Because remember, Carl Urban and Anthony Starr are both from New Zealand. What's one of the most famous New Zealand shows from back in the day?
Howard the Duck.
Howard
the Duck.
Xena.
Warrior Princess.
Yep. Filmed in New Zealand, just like Hercules. Carl, and I was like, Carl actually played two different characters. He was Cupid, and then he was somebody else. I can't remember the other character. But Anthony Starr, I believe, played Xena's son.
I bet he breastfed for the whole show.
You know, Maybe that's why he's so like into milk as Homeland.
If you folks haven't watched The Boys, that's a Boys reference.
Yes, and it also, if you want to see him kind of the same chaotic, but chaotic good, you got to watch Banshee, folks. If you've never watched Banshee, you've got to watch Banshee. That show is so good. I love him in that show. But
I forgot all about that until you just said it.
Yeah, but
Ashamed of myself.
This is gonna be cool. I thought we were still gonna follow the original character story, and it's good to see that he's still there. The guy that was in the first one.
This is probably the stupidest thing that you've heard in a long time, and probably the stupidest thing anyone's said in a long time. But of all the movies coming out this year, this is the one I'm most hyped up for, and I don't know why. It's something about that trailer just like did the hair thing for me. I'm like, oh hell yeah! Dude, over Spider-Man, even over Supergirl.
Dude, that's awesome, though. I'm glad that there's a movie that does that for you.
I just hope that I don't build it up too much and then go when I watch it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm glad that they still have Louis Tan in it. Louis Tan was Cole in the first one. He was the one that the story centered around. Louis was, for me, one of the best parts of Iron Fist. He was in there as like a drunken guy that Danny Rand fights. He's amazing. He was also Shatterstar in Deadpool 2. And you kind of see him in Deadpool 3 as well. But Louis Tan...
I downloaded the wrong version of Iron Fist.
Oh, I bet you did. You're just like, where are all the women? There's only dudes. What?
Yeah, on a stairway. No, that's not me, my friend. No. Bad J.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this one too. Like, there was the issue with the first one was around COVID times. So people were releasing stuff straight to streaming. Which for me, I don't know, man. Like, I'm still a same day as theater streaming. I'm paying for a streaming service anyway. Why not? I don't get. I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. The very weird line. But the first one came straight to streaming. This one's going to be in theaters. So,
I've said this before on Dan's show, but I think my going to the theater days are long gone. I don't see a point of spending $100 to watch a movie when I can watch it on my TV.
Yeah, folks, I'm a friendly guy, but I'm not a peoply person. If I want to watch something, like it had to be Superman. It had to be Deadpool and Wolverine. It had to be something on that scope for me to go out. Most anything else, I can wait. Unless it's something Jenna really wants to go see. Like, if Jenna really wants to go see something, we'll go see it. But I'm the same way. I wish that they would just do an option where if you're that worried about making money, let me rent it at home. Time Warner, way back in the day when there was Time Warner Cable, had a thing where same day as theaters. And you could rent the movie the same day it was in theaters.
There are still some hotels up here that have that service that you can rent for like $20 movies that are in theaters.
Yeah.
Because we do that once in a while. Like if we're on vacation up north or something and it's raining out or we just want to chill because we just drove 5 hours, we've done that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I would totally.
And I think that would be smart. The theaters won't like it, but
yeah,
I bet the movie companies would make a lot more money that way.
I mean, they count streaming and physical and digital sales as part of their total of box office stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. These two movies, it's crazy to me to think that 30 years ago, I think it was 30 years ago now, we had a Street Fighter and a Mortal Kombat movie come out around the same time.
No, we didn't.
And 30 years later,
no,
we have another.
Stop it.
But it's not the first one. It's the second one for this.
Stop it.
Dude, I got to think about it too, man.
And He-Man. And He-Man.
Let's
All right.
go.
You go to hell. You go to hell and you die. You just go to hell. What is that from?
Did you ask Mr.
Go to
Hell?
hell. You go to hell and you die. Oh yeah, it was Mr. Garrison.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Garrison.
No, I asked Mr. Stick or Twig.
Mr. Twig.
Mr. Twig. Sure as hell didn't ask Slave.
Yeah, it's crazy to me, man. And I don't care what anybody says about the original Masters of the Universe. I love that movie too. I think Frank Langella, was that his name? The guy who played
Langella.
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 I said Langella.
There. Now you got it right. You said Langella.
Langella.
It's Frank Langella.
Langella.
A lot of people think it's Frank Langella, and I hate people that say that, and I want to hurt them.
Or it could be Frank Langella.
Do you know what he's from?
Do I know what he's from?
Yeah.
Yeah, you man.
Yeah, he was Skeletor.
I'm going to slap you both.
He's also Superman Returns.
He played Dracula in most of the Hammer horror movies after Christopher Lee quit. That's where he got famous, and that's how I know him.
Yeah, you know how when I said something, you're like, who?
Yeah, I figured.
I'm kind of like, what? The only reason I know about Hammer movies is because of Robbie. I've never heard of any of those movies before.
I love Hammer. Hammer time.
But yeah, he was in a different movie than everybody else. Okay. But the fact that we're getting these, somebody tell me when Thundercats is coming. All right. Someone tell me. Kinky. Eventually, somebody, and don't do it like 2019 Cats, for the love of God. But give me a Thundercats movie, and you're going to complete my day, man. You're going to complete
with buttholes.
With buttholes. Oh,
you guys remember that controversy?
Well, it needs to be called. It needs to be called. Shit.
Thundergatos.
Yeah, but I can't remember the word for thunder. We just looked it up again. Something like Tundra Gatos or something.
Trenos Gatos.
Trenos, that's it. Trenos Gatos.
Yeah. These two movies are going to be a lot of fun. One of them I think is going to probably be a bit better story-wise than the other. But I think I'm going to have a good time watching both of these. So I'm really excited for those.
The one you're going to show next, believe it or not, is about the second movie I'm most excited for. Over Spider-Man and believe it or not.
Speaking of superheroes.
Watch him put some lame duck thing up now.
No, this was the other movie I was talking about.
Veggie Tales.
Yeah. That would be perfect.
This was the movie that I was talking about that you were more excited to talk about than the first one. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Superman Day.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Masters of the Universe. Never mind.
No, Masters of the Universe is dope. Oh, Tracy, what's going on?
Hey, Tracy. Good to see you.
Hey, Tracy.
Now, I grabbed this image, but the Christopher Reeve Superman you see flying there, I added that. I like the image, but I was like, it needs a little something. So I have this saved on my desktop. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Tracy's here. I know I got. Yes, I do. There we go. Make sure, if you have not yet, folks, watching on the rewind or anybody jumping in here later, give Tracy a sub on YouTube. Fantastic artist. Got some of her. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get back up to here. Your Superman says we're tingling.
She had the Clark tingles instead of the Peter tingles.
You can't really see it. I don't have everything hung up yet. But that right there is a card Tracy did, and I got it pinned to the wall. I take it down. And up here, got a little bit of glare, but that's another art piece from Tracy. Made sure I got that up as soon as I put this awesome light box that Nope made up here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Tracy. Always. Does great work. Great work. And I love your art, but I got to tell you this: when you do the cartoon style, that Bruce Timm cartoon style, fantastic, fantastic work. I love this stuff. Don't get me wrong, but your cartoon stuff is out of this world.
That cartoon Wonder Woman she did on that one cover where it had the different Wonder Womans, my jaw dropped. I'm like, oh my God, that looks just like a snapshot from the cartoon.
Tracy, your choice. I'll take any art you wanna send my way. It'll be up here on the wall.
Oh, please do art from the boys and a staircase for him, and I want to see him put that on the wall. Please do that for him, please.
Oh,
I'll pay for it.
Anyway,
Centipede.
Yeah.
My goodness. Anyway, so it's Superman Day, but it's also because we're getting closer and closer to the movie. Supergirl Day at the same time. Now, I used the Third Eye one. I used the Third Eye Comics one that they put up because I order stuff from Third Eye Comics. They're, I believe they're in Baltimore. It's a Baltimore comic shop, but I've ordered stuff for them. After next week, I'll finally get my pre-order stuff because Dummy J, never pre-ordering things before, ordered something that doesn't come out until next week. So I've been waiting for months to get this stuff in, but can't wait. Super excited. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to do anything for Superman Day today. Couldn't go to any shops. My grandmother's birthday, we went and visited her. So hopefully,
I actually had a great Superman Day, and it was totally by accident. I woke up. I couldn't sleep last night, so I got out of bed, turned the TV on, and the Me TV channel still does Saturday morning cartoons. I got to watch 2 episodes of the Challenge of the Super Friends, which was my favorite one because that's where they were fighting the villains. And it had Solomon Grundy and Bizarro both in it, which are my 2 favorite of his Rogues Galleries. I love that cartoon. And then I saw a thing that said it was Superman Day. I didn't even realize it was Superman Day. So I'm like, well, heck, since I've already watched Super Friends, I started watching some George Reeves Superman on Me TV. They had some colorized versions. I got to watch those. I redid the Superman movie from last year for probably the at least 12th time now. And then I started reading some old Superman comics that I had. And I had a really good day and didn't even know it was Superman Day until I woke up.
Yeah, my Superman comics will probably come after the show tonight. Let's see. So got a bunch of cool things for both. I'm going to try to talk to some of the folks on the EXP, see if I can get some, because a lot of these were free, apparently. A lot of these were free books. But some of these, I don't think they are free because we got Supergirl #1, Supergirl Day special edition with Streaky and
Supergirl Day.
I got Superman Day stuff too.
He's your favorite thing, and you're bastardizing his holiday.
I'm not bastardizing it. I'm not the one that called it Supergirl Day.
You just did again.
Dude, if I could make graphics like that's on that comic right there, we'd have a much higher produced show.
You probably shouldn't talk about not being a good producer when that's what you do for a living.
Higher production value.
Now that's a perfect cover because I couldn't give a crap less. That's great.
Whatever.
I'll see the movie. I want to see the movie, but this is Superman Day. This is not Superman Day. No. She has her own birthday. Go away.
Well, like I said, being close to the movie, we're probably going to get Summer Supergirl soon, too.
Yippee-ki-yay.
It's my party and I cry my heart.
I know. And you want to hear something coming from a big Superman fan? I think Supergirl might even make more than Superman.
All right, Jay. To quote a wise woman, I will fight you.
We got Superman time and time again. Never heard of this book. I'm definitely going to be looking this thing up again after the show.
These all came out today?
They're Superman Day 2026 special editions. Some of the like I said, some of the comic shops had free issues.
Well, see, now that other one though that they were calling Superman Day, that was just a reprint. I was so pissed. I thought it was going to be something for today. No,
most of the stuff is just going to be free books, and they're going to be reprints. Like, so Sean, for Superman Day last year, we went to the Adventure Begins, which is a great shop. If you're ever in the Texas area, check out Adventure Begins. He bought a Superman Unchained. Well, they had a special edition Superman Unchained. You know what was special about it? The dust cover was different than mine.
Wow.
That was the difference.
Dude, since you mentioned Texas again, you gave me the Trembly Wembleys earlier when you were talking about your new house. When you said you have a shed with no floor and you got stuff in it, my mind immediately went to rattlesnakes. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to bring a rattlesnake into your home in a box because it's on the ground. Oh,
nope, no boxes out there.
Live there.
No boxes out there. Oh, trust me, that thing's getting replaced soon. It was just a necessity.
Please. Oh my God, please. I'll never sleep again if you don't put a floor in that thing.
I already told you my story with rattlesnakes before.
Yeah, you did.
I don't do snakes either.
Well, I'm not saying anything because Tracy's here and I respect her as a human.
Got this awesome foil cover. Then we got preview of the graphic novel Rob Justice. So this is one of those, probably younger folks to read. Something cool for the kids. Then we got Supergirl The World. I've never heard of this, but I am going to be looking this up too. I think this cover is gorgeous. And it does say free down there. So that's cool. So that's most of the books. Like I said, I couldn't find every single book that they were releasing for Superman Day. But there are some very cool things. Sorry we missed it this year. Yeah, like I said, it looks cute. And look, he's holding Batman's, come on. Holding Batman's cowl.
Dude, I would have never known that had you not said it because of that big white stupid square.
Yeah.
Now I could see it.
Yeah, we didn't get to do it this year. We are going to be doing Free Comic Book Day / Comics Giveaway Day. So check the live. That one will be pretty much stuff we picked up that day. So next year though, Jenna was like, next year we're doing Superman Day for you, and I said okay, we'll do it next year. So what we're going to get into next is some books that we read. And I'm only halfway through this one because I waited too late to try to read it. But we're starting off, DC-wise, with logo number 2.
You shouldn't have started with that one.
Why?
Because that's my pick of the night.
What? You got to tell me these things, man.
I'm just joking. I don't care. I never thought I'd say this because a month ago I had no idea who Lobo was. But I love this Lobo character. And this issue, I almost did it, Dan. I'm telling you, Dan, you almost got me. This issue didn't disappoint. So basically what's going on is content industry leader type, like internet content leader, has bought up all of the rights to likenesses, voices, victims, anything to do with bounty hunting. And he owns the likeness and name of Lobo. So this comic starts with Lobo getting a makeover. And I haven't laughed that hard at a book in a very long time because that included different hairstyles, one of which was Guy Gardner's hairstyle, which was the best. Yeah. Then they did a blonde version. Dude, I was just cracking up. And in the end, when they got done with him, he basically looks like Judge Dredd with big, huge red sunglasses. That's the best way to explain how he looked like.
Yeah.
And since I'm new to Lobo, how the hell do you pronounce KZZT? Kizd. That's one of the characters. KZZT.
Kizd.
Kizd.
Yep.
Dude, my OCD was like, buy a damn vowel. I couldn't stand it. It was driving me crazy. I was like,
Buy a vowel.
There's got to be a vowel. But I love the humor. I love the silliness. I even, I like what they were saying. They even, believe it or not, they touched my heart because they even brought in 1970s Battlestar Galactica because they use frag instead of
Yep.
And Battlestar used to use frack. And when they're saying mother fragging and I was just laughing my butt off because it took me back to Battlestar Galactica, and then, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if this is a spoiler to you, then I feel bad for you because this should not be a spoiler. All of a sudden, the goofy ass green and orange suited Aquaman shows up. Why? I have no idea. But he shows up and they do a thing and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to spoil anything. The art is way out there. I mean, it is so far out there. The monsters look ridiculously awesome. The characters he interacts with, I love it. I mean, it touches my inner child. Great art. Loved it. And like I said, I can't believe I've become a Lobo fan. And the best part was the ending line. I'm not going to tell you why, but his ending line was, "That's fraggin' showbiz." I love that. I don't know why. And then after that story, there's like a quick little 4-page preview for the new Zatanna comic that's coming out. So I'm not really going to talk about that. But overall, a very fun read. I'm going to keep on this one. I don't know how long it's going to go. If it ends up going 30 series or 30 issues, I might watch all 30. I don't know. Or read off. Damn you, Dan.
Dan Wickline.
I used to love you, Wickline. Now you are the bane of my comprehension. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, I love this series. Highly recommend it. If you like Lobo, well, I can't say you're going to like this because I don't know what the old Lobo was like. But this Lobo, I love it.
Yep. Again, Scotty Young, man. I harp on it all the time, but he does not get enough credit as a writer. He really doesn't. Like, Scotty's writing this. Jorge Corona is the artist on it. Just a great team. And like I said, I only got halfway through the book, but I already knew I was going to love it because I'm a big Lobo fan. The Bastich just knows what to do.
Yeah, there's some ridiculously great gore too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun to read.
Yeah, I'm totally down to keep reading about the adventures of the last Zarnian. So
who's that?
That would be Lobo.
Oh, I thought maybe it was Kz.
No, Kz. So
dude, that annoyed. I'm done. I can't keep talking about it.
Okay.
I can't even begin to explain to you how hard my head hurt every time Kz came on the page. I'm like,
I got you. So sticking with DC, on the opposite end of the fun spectrum, Deathstroke the Terminator #2. Tony Fleece writing this. Holy crap. This has been so good. It's only issue 2.
Holy Fleeks.
So good. Fleeks?
No, I said holy fleeks.
Oh, holy fleeks. I was like, are you correcting my names now too? Nope, come on.
No.
Lucio.
I don't find this cover entertaining at all because I have relatives that died of a stroke. I'm joking.
Oh my God.
I'm totally joking.
God.
I'm totally.
Anyway, holy crap.
Hey, I'm in a mood tonight, my friend. So if you want to cancel me, you know where the button is.
Nah, there's no cancellation here.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Anyway, this one picks up right where the last issue left off. In the last issue, Wade was in a bunch of crap. He's been shot up. He's been blown up with C4. we find out in this one, this Deathstroke has the healing factor. There's sometimes Deathstroke doesn't have one. This one, he has one. It's not like instantaneous or anything. He still gets messed up, but he fights his way out. And there's some pretty good gore for this one too. DC and Marvel are kind of taking some chances with the gore in their books lately, even ones you wouldn't.
So is this based on the Terminator that we're familiar with, or is that just his name?
No, that's just his name. Back in the day,
so there's no Terminators in this.
No, when they first had the character of Deathstroke, he was called Deathstroke the Terminator.
Gotcha.
And they're bringing the name back. But slight spoilers for issue 1, if you hadn't read it. His handler Billy Wintergreen is killed.
Wintergreen.
Yep, Billy Wintergreen.
And his cousin Peppermint
Patty.
Bang.
So this was like a blind drop that, and I called him Wade. It's Slade. I'm stuck on Deadpool.
Oh no!
Slade.
Why'd you say Slade? Now I have a song in my head for the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. So Deathstroke goes in America. Hate
you both.
Yeah. So he went to this drop. The client didn't tell him what it was for. It's just he was supposed to retrieve something. But when he gets to the place that he's supposed to, I'm guessing it's the hit he was supposed to take out. He finds Wintergreen with his throat slashed and a note pinned saying, "I'm going to take everything."
So Wintergreen could have used a lozenge.
Maybe. And after Slade fights his way out of the warehouse, slicing people up, uses the sword. I love when he uses the sword. He goes to one of his safe houses. Well, his safe house, he has a safe. That's crazy, right? He goes to open the safe, and there's no money. There's just an older picture of him and his daughter in the safe, which already leads me to believe that Rose, who is also Ravager in the comics, this is like her origin story of her turning into Ravager, because all of Deathstroke's money's gone. So he gets on like this message board trying to find work, like dark web kind of stuff. And we end it with 2 well-known villains in the DC universe apparently have been contracted to kill Deathstroke. So I'm
Joker and Pink.
No. Oh. It's ones that don't get used enough.
Crazy Quilt. Yes.
No, not Crazy Quilt. Nobody's ever going to use Crazy Quilt.
Dang.
Well,
I'll have you know, if I ever write a movie for DC, it's going to be called Crazy Quilt Unlimited.
I sure hope that happens, Ed.
You know it's not, but
no, not at all. Not even a little bit. But I'm very excited for the series. I mean, if you've read Tony Fleecs before, Stray Dogs, Feral, what's the Uncanny Valley, Army of Darkness, like.
Go ahead.
What?
No, I'm just being stupid. So go ahead.
Tony's a fantastic writer. This series, 2 issues in, much like Lobo, that I'm an issue and a half in, have been great so far, and it's only 2 issues. Like I've been saying this to folks for a couple months now. When DC and Marvel do these focus on these singular characters, but bring other people from the world into them, and not these team up books. There have been so many good books coming out. Daredevil has been great. Punisher, amazing. Captain America, Iron Man, Deathstroke, Lobo, like all these single character books have just been fantastic. And that's not even including the absolute stuff for DC. This is just we're going to do one character at a time. Batman's been pretty good. Like I've a couple issues behind on the Batman by oh goodness, I forget who's writing the Batman. Matt Fraction. Matt Fraction's Batman run. But what I've read so far has been excellent. So I'm hoping this trend continues where they keep up the quality of the writing.
Did Deathstroke tell Rose there was room for one more on the door?
Huh?
Titanic. Never mind.
Oh.
My head was funny.
Because it's the same. Yeah, I got you. Why did you say that name?
Yes. Martha Fokker. Did you see that they're doing another Fokker movie?
Yep,
Fokker-in-law.
Yeah, with Ariana Grande.
That looks amazing.
She's already in the inner circle.
That like came out of nowhere when I saw that the other day. I was like, holy crap.
And fun fact about that, Skylar Gisondo, I don't know how you say that last name. The guy who plays Jimmy in Superman.
Oh,
He
yeah.
played Ben Stiller's son when he took the role over in Night of the Museum. So nice.
Did you watch House? You watched House MD, right?
Yeah.
He was the little boy that thought aliens were visiting him and abducting him at night and put that chip in his neck.
Mm-hmm.
When they found that little I recognize faces, and most of the time it's from House.
Yeah,
could be because I've watched House 8,000 times, but
he's also in My Name Is Earl as God's Little Finger.
That's what I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
God's little finger says heal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So next up, a book that I'm starting to like a little more and more. Like I liked the first issue, but it's one of those. It was good, but I didn't understand the hype behind it. You and I both read this one today.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought this issue was a little bit better than the issue 1.
I dug it. Who's going to take the deep dive? Me or you? I don't know. What are we doing?
I don't really have a deep dive on it. I just more stuff happens in this book. Like there's stuff happening in the first issue. Definitely more than some other first issues we've read lately.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one kind of jumps right back in. We got the girl, I think her name's Emily, dancing in the church. And of course, somebody needs to get Kevin Bacon.
Oh, God.
In this town. Because, dancing in the church is like the worst thing you could do. But it is the 1800s also. So, the devil's in her. And then we have a scene right out. I was just like, somebody watch Jaws, obviously.
Oh, I knew damn well as soon as you said you read it, you were going to bring up the old man fishing for sharks. I just knew it. I knew it.
And he was singing the old Spanish ladies.
Yes, he was.
That Quint was singing.
He absolutely was.
I love that part. I loved it. I was like, yes, give me.
Brother, I thought of you immediately as soon as I got to that page. I just started, I'm like, I hope Jay reads this. Because I didn't know we were doing the same books.
Oh, there's a couple of them we both read, and like I said, I love.
Well, if it's horror, I'm going to be on it.
Yeah, because having two different opinions on books is great. Or if we have the same,
right? The funny thing is that at the beginning of this, I almost said episode. At the beginning of this issue, they were still thinking like the insects were just a nuisance. And it's like, come on, people, get with the program, and then. To do like a complete 180, the preacher's like, they're the spawn of Satan and blah, 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 and hell is upon us and all that, which he's not wrong.
That's you.
He might not be wrong because they lead us to a little happenings with a lighthouse that makes us think that maybe something might be going on that we didn't realize. I dug it. I still like this series. It's still dark. It's still my kind of book. I agree with Jay that this one had more depth to it, which I enjoyed. I really, really love the art.
Yeah.
And I love the storytelling. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this, but the storytelling reminds me of 80s Stephen King. nowhere near as graphic and awesome as The King's work, but it's close enough that I'm hooked. I am hooked on this book. So I'm going to go along until they give me a reason to say, what the hell did you do that for? I'm digging it.
Fine.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, and the fact that they use an event that apparently actually happened.
Yes.
With the town dancing and people like contracting it by some kind of, I don't know if shared psychosis or what have you.
Oh yeah, and they found out that you might not have to get in contact with the bug to catch it.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious seeing these people in these goofy ass drawings of them dancing. And there's like right out of nowhere, and they're like, "Oh my God, she's dancing! Is she gonna die?" I'm like, "Yes, because if you dance, you're definitely gonna die." I love it. It speaks to me. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's got enough silliness and goofiness with the horror. I'm in for the ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up with this one too. Like you said, until they give me a reason not to.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely on this one. Now here's one I've been so excited for. This one is not going to be in comic shop, folks, but I got to talk about this one. Where Monsters Lie, Dead End.
If you spoil anything,
I'm not. This is going to be.
I haven't got to read it yet.
A vague J review. Very vague.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Okay. So how about that? Because I don't want to hear anything about this book. I'll be right back.
Okay. You got to make sure, give him a little bit of time so he can't even hear. So in this one, the world explodes. No, I'm kidding. That's not what happens at all.
Everybody gets Corvettes.
Everyone gets Corvettes. For folks who don't know this one, there was Where Monsters Lie and Where Monsters Lie Cul-de-sac, written by Kyle Starks. This was a book that we actually read for in stores this week. And I want to say that it was the first book that everyone on the panel, Dan, Kyle, maybe Sean was there, I don't remember, but all three of us loved this book. All three of us were like, we're not ones to be like, I could totally see this on TV, but this was one where we were like, dude, this would make an awesome series. Like, it's a story about a community of serial killers. They have different sites, and in this book, you find out they really do answer to a lower power. And our main character, Connor, who was a police detective or an agent or something like that, is kind of married into this part of the family of the serial killers in this. And we find out in the first series that some of one of these killers, I think Daniel Dawson or one of them like that, like murdered his family or some other. It's been a while since I read the first series, y'all. But so he makes it his life goal to take all these monsters out. He gets through most of that in the first two series, which were released by Dark Horse. Now, the reason you might not find this in shops is because, for whatever reasons, I don't know why Dark Horse didn't want to take a chance on another Kyle Starks book, especially this one. They opted not to do it. They opted not to do the third series. So Kyle and Piotr, I can never say that freaking name. And I apologize, Mr. Kowalski, if you ever somehow see this. They decided to take it to Kickstarter and get it crowdfunded. So when I saw it, I've been such a fan of the series. This is a series that I try to push to as many people as I can, especially if you're a horror fan. Even if you're not a horror fan, you can get into this book. Like, these books are fun. The killers are great. There's a little Christmas ornament that Note made me of one of the characters from this book that I won't say. I won't say his name because it's a little too vulgar. But I love it. I love the ornament. I can't wait till Christmas time to hang this thing up. But the monsters are always interesting, and they're not all supernatural. Some of them are just regular serial killers. But a lot of the supernatural ones, there's a one in there that his name's Mirror Jack. And since he doesn't get called as much as he used to, all he does is smoke weed the whole time. Like he shows up the first time he gets called, and it's just plumes of smoke following him out of the mirror. It's pretty fantastic. Like I said, I won't go too in depth on this one. I'm gonna give everybody everybody that has gotten it or can get it a chance to read this one, and we'll probably talk about this at a later date. Now
I just now noticed that he's right there, dead center.
Yeah, yes, he is. Like
Teddy bear melted onto his hair.
Yeah. So
weird.
Folks, go to your LCS. Yeah, go to your LCS and see if you can get the first two of these series. And if you dig it, hey, what's going on, Corey?
Hey, Corey.
If you dig the first two series, I don't think this is going to be the end. I think we're going to get another one from Kyle Stark. So I believe that there's going to be another Kickstarter for another issue of this. Yeah. So if you go to your LCS, you can find the first two series, Where Monsters Lie and Where Monsters Lie Cul-de-sac, and you dig them. Make sure you check Kickstarter. And trust me, when it comes to this book, the minute Kyle Stark says, "Hey, we're doing another one," I will make sure that I share that and we talk about it on the show. One of my favorite horror series. It's so good. So good. Now we're gonna wait for Ed. So something else that I want to talk about real fast because Corey's here. There's a book that at first I was going to put it on the list. I was going to put it on the list of books, but Corey talked up a book, and one day I was like, you know what? I'm just going to read it. So I ended up reading, oh my goodness, Revival? Yes, Revival. Whew, I almost forgot the freaking name of the book. I read Revival. I can't even remember. I know that I stopped. I will say that I stopped, but I must have read 16, 17 issues of this book. I know that there's a show out. The show has Mrs. McMurray. If you watch Letterkenny, you know who Mrs. McMurray. Yeah, it only took me 2 years. You are correct. But this is like, it's a book about like there's something happens in central Wisconsin where the dead like come back to life, and they're at first they're like not really zombies per se. They just like, it's like they never died. And we open this issue with they're off though. Like I'll say that they're not like zombies, but there's something off. Some of them seem normal enough, but there are some that are very off, and very off murderous things happen in this book. Like you had one woman go crazy because I guess she was like pulling out her teeth, but the teeth kept growing back. And a little bit of a spoiler. So we have a kind of like a police family, but it's like a police chief dad, and his daughter is one of the deputies, and his other daughter's at college. The daughter at college is like the favorite, the baby. She gets everything she wants. Well, the younger sister has come back to town and is with her sister when she gets this call about this one lady. I can't remember what they call. They have a name for the people that come back. Revivers, I think maybe that's what they call them. But get a call, and there's like one of the revivers has just gone crazy, and she has a scythe, and she swings it, and it hits the younger sister. The younger sister just heals. So we find out something has happened to the younger sister to where she was killed, and she came back. She doesn't remember. She doesn't remember what happened to her. I think a lot of them don't remember exactly what happened to them when they die. but she just knows that right now she can't die. But she also has she knows something's not right about herself. Like she picks fights, she does all this other crazy stuff. I need to get back on the series. I heard from Corey that it's kind of like it starts to peter out or it doesn't end very well, which is fine. I heard the same thing about Walk Through Hell. I haven't finished Walk Through Hell, but I really enjoyed the first volume of Walk Through Hell that I read. Never read that by Garth Ennis.
Is it safe? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, I'm back then.
Talking about Revival now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's this thing where like the souls of the people that are revived, they're not in the bodies. The souls are like floating around and you think they're aliens or something. And that's kind of a big spoiler, but you might forget that by the time you read the book.
Was this a number one?
Revival?
Yeah.
No, this is the older series.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe a new one came out.
2012.
Yeah, I read that one.
Corey had been asking me to read forever, and I finally got around to it.
Whatnot is terrible. I'll tell you that much. And everybody try it yourself, but no one that I've ever talked to in the comic industry likes Whatnot, including buyers. So I'll give you that piece of advice, but try it for yourself. But I would highly recommend YouTube over Whatnot. Corey, what's up, brother?
That's another one.
I don't think YouTube charges you to go live. You know,
that too. YouTube
and
really
I don't know anything about Whatnot, but I know that that's a money thing. So I can see if you're making any money that night, they might want a piece of it. So
anytime, Tracy. Glad to help.
Garrett's the only person I ever watch on Whatnot because Garrett does Whatnot shows on Saturday mornings or Saturday afternoons. That's the only person I watch on Whatnot is Garrett. But yeah, good recommendation on Revival. I think it's a great series. Like I said, I need to finish it, but I know I got to like issue 17 or something up there. Like I got through a lot of it.
Did you see any of that weather last night, Corey? Did you have any weather your way? I heard there was quite a bit going on in Wisconsin and Iowa and that last night. I was just curious. Obviously, you're okay.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on the dog outside.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's going to give the dog a bone.
Yeah, this is also Revival is a Tim Seeley written book. It's described as a beautiful farm noir.
Are you doing it today, Tracy? Tonight? Or when? I didn't catch what day you're going to do it.
I think she talked about today since it's Superman Day today.
Cool.
Not here. Good.
Oh yeah, we had snow this afternoon. Gross. Nothing that stuck.
Here I am just being like, oh, it's kind of cold outside today. Like it rained here.
It was 72 yesterday. Today it was 38. Tomorrow our high is 27.
Dang. Well, here's what I'm going to do for...
I'll try, Tracy, but it depends how long we go. We usually go until midnight or so.
Copy. But you know what? Just in case people didn't catch it before, I don't mind. People, you can always watch the replay on this one too. You want to go see an artist draw live? Make sure that you're subbed up to Tracy right there.
Oh, well, if she's drawn live. Bye, Jay. I'm out. See you.
Yeah. Wouldn't hurt my feelings, to be honest. You got an artist wanting to draw live. I mean, so we can go.
You can draw live on my channel too if you want. We'd welcome it.
I know one of these days we need to get Tracy on either y'all's show or my show or something.
I asked first. Back off.
No, you definitely.
I'm totally kidding.
I mean, we'd all be on the channel anyway.
Yeah, I know. We'd all be on there anyways. Tracy, I know you don't know me that well, but 99% of the time I'm cracking a joke.
Yeah.
I'm just goofing around. Jay and Nope are my brothers. Love them to death. It's all fun.
See.
All right, she's down with the sickness. Whoa.
So while Nope is walking the dog, we'll get to the next book because
What am I?
Malevolent. I need to read issue 3. Malevolent, y'all. That's another book that y'all should check out. Corey knocks it out the park with some of the things he suggested. Revival. He also suggested Fridays.
Fridays are when we do our show, Tracy. So that might work out perfect. So
Yeah.
let's talk.
Yeah.
If you're on the channel, you can just drop us a note, or you can Weird Dopes Podcast at gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook Weird Dopes Podcast and just put a post in there, or IM, and we'll figure something out. If you want to do it, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, I'll drop their link. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. And they are homies, man. They really are. But Corey suggested Revival. I saw Santa, which was amazing.
Oh, it is. I love that book.
And Malevolent. Malevolent is super, super dope.
Are you talking Disney?
No, not Maleficent.
Maleficent. Okay, I was going to say that doesn't sound right. Okay.
It's like a world where demons exist through some fissure that happened, and there's a unit of police that are called to handle. Yeah,
you had me at demons.
Okay,
I'm just playing.
but, dude,
There's a little Jerry Maguire for you.
Their like secret weapon was like a baby that was born like half. And oh my god, she eats other demons. Like, it's so great.
Oh, shut up.
Dude, if you have
a demon eating baby?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to send this to me in a text.
She's grown. She's like teenage, but that's how these demons in this book get stronger. They eat other demons. So she's like eating demon hearts and stuff. It's Malevolent is super dope. I thought I talked about that a week or two ago. But yeah, I need to read issue 3. Issues 1 and 2 are out. Those were awesome. So Corey, you're kind of batting 1,000 with these suggestions that you're making.
Corey's the man.
Yeah, great books. If you haven't read Malevolent, folks, it's only 3 issues in. Go read that.
Corey is another perfect example of the kind of people that I've met on the EXP.
Oh, yeah.
He always asks how I'm doing. He always says hi. One of the nicest guys, and him and I agree on a lot of books.
Oh, you're 100% right. Oh my goodness, yeah. Need to get you to read those so we can talk about them next week.
You need to send that to me, brother. I will read them.
Yeah.
Send me the name because I'll be reading Disney. I'll be like, what the hell was it?
In fact, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go on to the next book. I'm gonna have you start the next book, and I'm gonna send you the list of the names.
What book are we doing?
One that I dove into this universe. We've had this gentleman on the shows on the XP a couple of times. I've always been interested in his universe of plastic death and dolls, plush, vinyl, and his newest book, Narco.
You really pumped that one up. This one to me is going downhill fast, and I hate to say that after Jay just talked about being friends with the guy and everything, but it happens sometimes. It's the story's good. It's got a good premise to it. But this issue, it was like the original Star Trek. It's nothing but talk. Go in another room, talk some more. Go in another room, talk some more. And it's like, shoot a phaser, do something exciting. But anyway, so as we remember when we did Narco 1, which I kind of liked, this dude that has a narcolepsy problem had a crush on his neighbor, and his neighbor got killed, and he found her dead. Well, this issue starts with him like cuddling with the dead body because he's like asleep because he has narcolepsy and he passed out. And the next thing you know, he's being arrested and they're going to charge him with a brutal homicide. And he gets questioned by this detective, Violet, I think was the name, who's like one of these really relentless people. And then flashbacks are showing like this thing that was happening with friends and stuff that were going on. I can't say too much. But anyway, the clues are suggesting that Marcus, which that's their main character, Marcus James, I think was his name, might not be as innocent as we think he is. There's like a growing sense that his condition, his narcolepsy, could just be a cover. And then at the same time, they're insinuating somebody may be manipulating him and taking advantage of his condition. So if you're down to murder mystery type things that have a lot of talking, this might be for you. But I'm not really into that kind of movie or that kind of book or that kind of story. I'm more into horror, and this is becoming more of like a police mystery type thriller maybe kind of thing, and maybe not in my ballpark. But if you all like stuff like that, give it a try. But I don't know if I'll read number 3 or not. I might give it one more issue, because when I say nothing happened in this book, I mean it. Nothing happened in this book. It's all talking, and it got old. It got old for me quick. So this was my big disappointment of the week.
And that's fair. That's completely fair. I, on the other hand, I loved it.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't as like packed as the first issue was. We are getting a little bit
wordy.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think near the end of this issue, I think it tells me that the third issue is actually going to pick it up just a bit.
That's the same vibe I got, which is why I'm thinking I might give it a try.
Yeah,
but I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to have a conversation.
No, man, you're good.
Okay.
I enjoyed this, but I also enjoyed all the other stuff that Doug Wagner's written. Like all his other books might be a little more up your alley.
Okay.
But they're not like police procedurals. This one's kind of a little police procedurally. And I get that, but I'm also into stuff like that too. So, a Pretty Little Hate Machine, yes, it was short, but I really dug that book, and I hope the next issue of that one.
Oh, is that the same writer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pretty Hate Machine was the book I talked about last week with the.
I remember. I just thought maybe the way you said that, I thought maybe it was the same author.
No, but yes, that was my only gripe about Pretty Little Hate Machine or Pretty Hate Machine. Pretty Little Hate Machine. Pretty Hate Machine. That was my only little gripe about it. Was it felt a little too short. Outside of that, I thought that book was fantastic. I'm hoping that they build off of that in the next issues. Next issue kind of takes off, but I'm really interested in that story and how that one ended. That was like my favorite book last week. But Narco was not my favorite thing that I read this week, but I definitely dug it. Again, I'm into this as much as I am into the whole serial killer who is married to a sex doll. So, which is part of what Plastic is about. But yeah, I had a good time with this. I'm kind of hoping, like, maybe the next issue picks it up a little bit more. But I still,
depending on what comes out next week, next month when this comes out, will probably depend on whether or not I read number 3. Because honestly, this week, as far as new books went, there really wasn't anything that grabbed my attention. That's why I did all number 2s this week. It was, number 2 of Lobo, number 2 of Narco, and number 2 of the name that's really close to Narco that now I can't think of what it is.
Nectar.
There you go. It kills me that Nectar and Narco came out at the same time and get released at the same freaking week because I always say the wrong name. I'm like, no, wait, it's the other one.
Necto.
Yeah.
Necos. There you go. Wafers.
So we
Welcome back from walking the dog.
Smoke break. We can say it.
Yeah, smoke break.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
So this next one we talked about when Sean and I did the random live we did because we went to a new comic shop. He thought he had grabbed issue 1 and issue 2 of Dead Teenagers. He had actually grabbed 2 number 2s. And instead of going back into the shop and seeing if he could get credited,
He got a double deuce.
Yeah, he goes, do y'all want one?
Number
Spirit,
2.
yeah, Suspiria. Oh my goodness, that artist is fantastic. But this is Dead Teenagers number 2. I was really, really big on number 1. This one we have.
I can't remember. Did you say that was an ed book or not?
What?
Dead Teenagers.
Yeah, that was a new book.
No, I said, did you say that was an ed book or not last week? I can't remember.
I think it. I said I think it could be.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
It's like a murdery Final Destination Groundhog Day kind of start.
Gotcha.
To that. This one is not going to spoil the first one, but the loop was broken finally at the end of the first issue. These kids are catapulted to now.
Oh, this is the one where they keep reliving their prom night or something,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I remember you talking about it now. Okay.
So this one is following them as adults. Now, I will say this just to warn you right off the bat, Ed, because of how Narco played out. If you read this one, I'm going to let you know. It is very slow because we are catching up with the characters as adults and then finding out stuff about themselves as adults.
Well, as long as it's interesting, I don't mind a lot of dialogue. But man, Narco was just the same thing this week over and over until towards the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, how many times are you going to question this guy? How many times are you going to insinuate? I get it. I get what you want. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
Like I always said when my dad was watching the original Star Trek, shoot a phaser. Yeah. Do something. Don't just talk.
One of those cops creeps me out, though. I'll tell you that so far. The other cop, the good cop, he creeps me out. There's something off about him. Cool. But anyway, now a death happens in this book, and it's pretty Final Destination-ish. Okay? But the thing that threw me off was it's not the order that they were dying in the loop, which tells me that if you read the first issue and you kind of get the grasp of who dies first and all that stuff, this one will throw you off because it felt like it was a random death. Yeah. So there is a death in this book as adults. So now we got to figure out, is this going to loop again when they're all taken care of? What has started it? Because they never tell you what exactly starts this loop of death. They just know they got out of it because of something that happened in the first issue. So I always thought it was interesting that, since I read the first one, I was like, wow, they closed that loop in the first issue. But we get to see, they show you at the beginning of this issue, one of the other scenarios, of which there's been like 9,000 different scenarios because they don't die the same way every time. It's a zombie virus. It's an outbreak. A meteor struck the earth. They tried to stay home from prom, and there's like a gas leak, and somebody lights a match. Like, there's all these different ways that they die. So when they close the loop and they're now as adults, now it's, are we going to get through all of them as adults and it's going to loop back? Like, I have so many questions, but it's,
so they kind of took the approach of the movie It, where you learn about what happened in the past as you go along.
Well, it's because they have no memory of all the things that they did.
Oh,
between
because
the
they were
times.
stuck in the loop of
because they're
prom
stuck in
night.
the loop. So they're kind of slingshot from 1993 or whatever to present day. So they're like all in their 40s out of nowhere. So they
Gotcha.
don't remember it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Okay.
I think it's an interesting concept. I'm hoping that it can stick some kind of landing. I'm hoping the next issue we get more death. I know that sounds very macabre, but the death at the end of this one was pretty damn cool. I enjoyed it. I was like, dude, this is like somebody wrote a Final Destination Groundhog Day kind of thing. Like, I'm enjoying this one so far. I'm hoping next issue just ramps it up. This is such a fun concept. I really enjoy this book because it's something, it's not anything super new, but it's like taking a bunch of different concepts and kind of mashing them together to kind of create something that you're not used to seeing. Like, we're used to the Final Destination because they're Final Destination comics and movies and all that. We're used to books about groundhog reliving the same day, but the mashup of the two just feels like I haven't read too many books that are like that. Not too many.
Gotcha.
But this was super fun. Hoping the third book is just as good. Let's see,
That was it for me as far as new books.
Oh, I still want you to talk about your next two. I only have one more, and I should have. Let me do something right here. There we go. So now it's going to go you, me, you. So let's talk about this one because I've only seen the movie. I've never read the entire thing. I've read a couple issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. I've also seen the cartoon, and the cartoon does a really good representation. This is my all-time favorite Superman story. I've said that on multiple occasions, but it doesn't mean as much as if Jay said it because I haven't really read that much of Superman. I kind of grew away from Superman until Superman and Lois came out, and Jay constantly poking me, give it a try, give Superman and Lois a try. If you liked Lois and Clark, you like I'm like, hey. And then I ended up watching Superman and Lois, fell in love with it. I loved the characters. He's my favorite Clark Kent of all time. Jay and I have said that on multiples.
Yep.
They have the best Lex Luthor in the world, but anyway, I'm getting off track. So Superman Red Sun, it's basically what would have happened if he would have crashed in the Soviet Union instead of in America, and grew up thinking that the Soviet Union was the good doers' righteousness and America was the evil. It's such a great little twist.
Real fast, Ed. Corey, thanks for showing up, boss. Appreciate you. I am definitely also going to try Everything Dead and Dying because I hear great things about that. But again, man, thanks. Even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes, man, I appreciate you showing up and talking in the chat, man. It means the world. Thank you. And hopefully see you Monday on the Comic Collectibles.
Later, Corey. Have a good night, brother.
Later, Corey.
So, anyways, this happens, and the Soviet Union reveals him as their champion, which immediately sparks fear in the United States, which, brings Lex Luthor into it because Lex Luthor feels the need to counter him. And another reason why I brought up Superman and Lois is because a lot of what happens in this book happens in Superman and Lois, other than he doesn't land in Russia. So Lex basically builds a lot of red sun lamp. I speak English, I promise. Red sun lamps to weaken Superman, just like in Superman and Lois, and creates a flawed clone similar to Superman and Lois. And he uses genetic material from a Soviet satellite to make this clone. Well, anyways, so Superman's parents on Earth is, I think it was Stalin, if I remember right. I think it was Stalin. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I don't think so. And Stalin's his illegitimate son, I'm going to say Peter, but it's spelled like Pytr. Oytr or something, but
Kind
I
of like
called him
the artist
Peter.
on Where Monsters Lie that I can never say his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
It's Piotr. Piotr.
Yeah, I'm just that's what I did. So anyway, Stalin's illegitimate son kind of becomes like Batman in a way, because he's like a vigilante that also wants to oppose Superman, maybe out of jealousy. And then Luther kind of discovers Brainiac, if you're familiar with who Brainiac is. And then they shrink the city of Stalingrad into a bottle. See how all of this sounds so familiar, but just a little bit of a twist? That's what I loved about it. That just grabbed me. This is like the ultimate what if, but it's Superman and DC. It's not Marvel. And after Superman kills a poisoned Stalin, he takes control, spreading like communism, and tries to make this communist utopia and enforce it with his superpowers. And the US tries to resist with, I think, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. Oh, what's the name of the other one? Something Skull. Not Red Skull.
Atomic Skull.
Atomic Skull. Yes, that's it. And Luther is the president, and he's married to Lois Lane, and he activates Brainiac's self-destruct mechanism, which creates black holes. And Superman has to rip the core from the earth and hurl it into space. And you think he's dead, but he returns, unchanged by time. And watching humanity try to rebuild itself. And I don't really want to say too much more, but it's such a good read. If what I've told you grabbed your interest, try it. And there is an animated, it's like an hour and 20 some minutes that DC did. It is so freaking good.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot it was a cartoon when I started watching. I got that much into it.
Yeah.
But I think I've given you enough to wet your lips on. I don't really want to spoil the whole thing. But if you've never seen it, see it or read it, or both, because there were things different in the book that, and there's trades. You don't have to try to go buy it, because I'm sure it's $100 million if you want to try to buy it. But there are trades out there, and you can always get the digital copy. But I really love this. It's my favorite Superman story.
Yeah. Now with the absolute line out, how I usually say it is the Elseworld stuff is like what if for DC, and the absolute stuff is like the ultimate line for DC. So the Elseworld, this is an Elseworld story, and I want to say that there's oh my goodness, I'm totally blanking.
I didn't have time to take notes today, bud, so I can't help you. What are you
No,
blanking on?
you're good. You're good.
What are you blanking on? Maybe I can help.
This isn't the only Elseworld story about Superman being like this. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? Injustice. That's what I'm thinking of. Injustice is another Elseworld story where Superman starts out like our Superman, but then he kills the Joker. And then after that, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, because the Joker killed Lois.
Yes.
I've seen, I think I saw the cart. Is there a cartoon of that?
I believe so.
I think I saw the cartoon, but I don't think I've ever read it.
Yeah. So that
Batman's involved in this too, right?
Yes.
Yep. I know the story. Okay, sorry, man. Didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good, because my brain was like, I know there's another story with a not so good Superman, but so Injustice I have read. So if you've read this and haven't read Injustice, read that. If you've read Injustice, read this. I've read the first couple of issues of this a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't finish it, but I need to go back and read it, because the DC animated universe stuff, regardless of what you ever thought about the movies, you can't deny the DC animated universe stuff was just top notch, dude.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you. I have yet to see one that's not good. I've seen the Batman Long Halloween. It's fantastic. It's a little bit different than the books.
Still reading that.
I saw Hush, which was a lot different than the book, but it was still good. And I've seen those two Supermans, and I've seen Kingdom Come. They're really good. Even if you're not into cartoons, don't let the cartoon part bother you, because they're done so well. For me, anyway, I forgot it was a cartoon. I was so into the story. Give them a try if you never have.
Yeah,
They're
plus
not cheesy kid stuff.
Yeah,
No.
they're not, especially when you get to the later ones like Apocalypse War and stuff like that.
What's the one where Joker kills Robin? That's brutal.
I want to say there's two different ones kind of like that, because there's the Red Hood.
Death in the Family.
Yeah,
Yes, Death in the Family.
It's Death in the Family, and then they also have the Red Hood one.
I'm talking about the one where he blows him up. I think it
Red
was
Hood
Death in the Family.
followed, though.
Did it?
Because the Red Hood, to deal with the Joker, that's where, he was called the Red Hood with that goofy lipstick looking hat thing when he fell into the vats. But then naturally Jason Todd, when he came back later, came back as the Red Hood. But that, I think, is a totally different, or I think that is no, if there was a Red Hood animated that was an Origins, that basically he started off as a not so good character, and then Batman kind of talked him down, and then he was an ally by the end of it. Yeah, but to where that was a very beginning part of that with the crowbar.
Yeah.
Wasn't the cartoon? I haven't read the book, so all I can refer to is the cartoon.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Robin in the cartoon his son? Or am I thinking of a different?
Later on, there was a Batman versus Robin animated one, and that was Damian Wayne.
Yeah. As soon as
because I saw that one too. I saw that one too. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah, I know.
I'm just glad I remembered Robin.
There's also a lot of those DC animated movies.
So right, with a couple of different Robins and different iterations too.
Yeah, because I remember
Tim Drake, Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
like they still do mixing it up with their in the animated stuff.
Because I remember Under the Red Hood had Jensen Ackles voicing the character.
Jason Todd.
See, that's what I thought. Death in the Family was one where it was like different outcomes, and Red Hood was before that.
Right, in the comics itself. But as far as the animated stuff, I think there was a Red Hood movie that was the Jason Todd Origins when he came back later as the Red Hood.
Yeah, that was Under the Red Hood with
is that what it is?
Ackles voiced him.
Yeah, you said that, Under the Red Hood.
Yeah. And what's up, Unknown? Good to see you.
Unknown's in the house now. Hey, Unknown.
Yeah, he was the one saying Death in the Family was the Choose Your Own Adventure ending from a handful of years ago, and Red Hood was before that. But there's so many, dude. Between the movies and the comics, there's so much stuff. I get very easily confused when stuff came out.
Did you guys get a chance to read that Mad Magazine's DC thing that I reviewed last week?
Oh, not yet.
Oh, dude, it is so funny because one of the stories is Jason Todd Boat Killer, and I just died laughing when I saw that. That was just so funny.
So, my last book, as far as what we're talking about, I just read this today. I think most people know how I feel about this book. Battle Beast is so awesome. I was so happy it came back. I thought it was just going to be the 6-issue thing. Pittsburgh lost. Oh, boo sports.
I love you, Jay.
I love you too, brother. I was so happy that this came back. Now, issue 7 was kind of not a lot of Battle Beast in it, but still kind of helped move the story along. This one, is basically almost all Battle Beast. He goes and he finds the monstrous twins. He's fighting with this sword that even if the sword breaks, it reforms. So there's this cool little bit while he's fighting these two monster twins where he's like stabbing one, breaking the blade off, stabbing him again, breaking the blade. So they got like 8 blades in them. This is just a lot of brutal fun. Just to see him, to see Battle Beast do some of the stuff that he does is insane. And I'm talking about eat people, eat their brains, lick the skull clean. Like this book is nuts.
Yummy.
It's this book is so good. I love Battle Beast. You know, he's not necessarily a villain. He's just
misunderstood.
He just wants to die. He doesn't want to just he doesn't want to just let somebody kill him. You have to fight him. But he wants someone to be strong enough in that fight to kill him. That's all he wants to happen. He wants to die an honorable death, but he can't seem to find. He's like the Mary Sue kind of the offshoot of the Invincible universe. Between this and Capes, and now I think we're getting Tech Jacket. I'm so happy to see stuff like this. I'm hoping that this world gets put into. I know that there's some people that watch Invincible. They're not a big fan of the art style of Invincible. I get that. I haven't started the new season yet. I can't wait to start it though. But there are other things. If they ever made a Capes TV show, a Battle Beast little mini series, or any of those, I'd be so down to watch it. This book would be my pick of the week. If I was going to pick one book I read this week that I can't wait for more, it's going to be Battle Beast. It's such a fun book. Like if you've never read anything Invincible, you won't be lost. So Batman Under the Red Hood was released 10 years before Batman Death in the Family for animated DC. Okay. All I really remember, I think one of the coolest things is Jensen Ackles went from voicing Red Hood to, in the newer stuff, he's actually voiced Batman. He's been Bruce Wayne Batman in the newer animated stuff. But I love this book. I can't wait for the trades to come out. I'm buying it so I can read it all over again. One of these days, I'll break down and get the Invincible Compendium. I have started rereading Invincible. It's a hefty task to try to read that in between everything else that I'm reading. I think I'm almost up to 300 books, which kind of makes me mad about my list book today because I ended up reading the whole thing because it was 7 issues. So I can't add those to the books I've been reading for the year because I don't do that. It's after I talk about them on the show and then I read more issues, I can add those issues to what I've been reading during the year. It's a stupid rule I made up for myself, but I'm going to follow it. This book is just so good. Violent. It's funny at parts. Like it's not like a joke fest or anything, but it's such a good book and so many cool shots, so many cool pages. It makes me want to make more money so I can buy the art from this book. It's tremendous. So we got one more book that Ed is going to talk about. Superman 78.
This was a totally nostalgic read for me because it was Superman Day. I got this, I think I might have got it from Onion a long time ago and had never read it. I just thought it was a comic version of the movie. Boy, was I wrong. I could only wish that the movie was as good as this comic because we get Brainiac and it completely changed the story. But it's so cool because the artist nailed Lex. He looked just like Gene Hackman in so many panels. And well, you can see on the cover there, and Lois resembles, thank God she don't look exactly like her, but resembles what's her butt? I can't think of her name.
Margot Kidder.
Margot Kidder, yeah, that one. But wow, I really enjoyed this. And I enjoyed it so much that I want to cry that I don't have the other 5. So all I got to read was the first one. And it ends with a little thriller thing. Because I honestly thought it was just the comic of the movie. And boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I want to say that there's another Superman 78 series, I think called Iron Curtain or something.
Ooh, is that Red Sun related?
I don't think so. I think it's just another story within the Superman 78 kind of world that they built there.
Well, now I either got to find a trade or I got to find the other 5 issues, but I'm sure the other 5 issues aren't going to be cheap. Because I don't know what year this came out.
Oh, this 2020.
Oh, so it might be affordable. Okay.
Let's see. Superman 78. Not number 78, guys. Superman 78 looks like 2021 to 2022.
Oh, hell, it ain't old at all then. Okay.
6 issues. Yep.
Now I know I got it from Andre because I probably got it from one of those where I bought the double rack to give the rest of the comics to the kids at the hospital. And it was probably one that I kept and read because I thought it was a comic of the movie. And the cover that I have is different than this one. But this was the only one I could find to send Jay.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check that. I've been interested in reading this one for years too, and
Dude, it's awesome.
Never have.
We get Brainiac, and he's almost like an Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator type in this.
Nice.
Yeah, it is so much. It was so much fun. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I don't have the other 5. I don't have the other 5. But oh well, I'll read them someday.
Yeah.
If I'm not dead. And even if I am dead, I'll hunt someone who has them.
You just read over my shoulder.
Well, that ain't all I'm going to do over your shoulder.
Hey, one hand. I better not feel both those hands on my shoulders, sir. All right, so that's the books that we read. There is a hardcover on Amazon.
Is it affordable or is it like $100? Thanks, Unknown. Appreciate you looking, bud.
$236.
What'd you say? I'm gonna slap you.
Kidding.
Did you say 336?
No, I said
okay.
236. But
I love you, Nope. Son of a.
$12.
12 bucks for a hardcover?
I see $12.70. I see $12.73 for paperback, $24.47 for a hardcover,
cool.
Which still isn't bad.
No, hell no. That's definitely affordable. Maybe I'll ask Henri the Giant if he can get the other 4.
All right, so there's that. So
I'm sorry that he left the EXP, but I'm also so happy because I have so much more fun with him without rules. He laughed so hard at that joke yesterday, and that makes me feel good because I know he's having a tough time. So, just throwing that out there.
Goodness.
That joke was awesome.
Groan-inducing to the ladies, but yeah. It was pretty funny.
It's not Supergirl Day. It's Superman Day. I don't know. I'm just in a mood, Jay. You know me. I don't need to make sense.
Was it a digital comic series first?
Oh, I have no idea.
I remember them coming out. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the book that was on the list. Basket Full of Heads.
I so can't wait to hear what your thoughts are on this because this is such an over-the-top, goofy-ass book.
Crap. It was over the top and goofy, and I loved every issue I read.
Yes.
Holy
right.
crap. You know, usually when I do these list book folks, I try to just read like one or two. That way I can add them to my list later after I talk about them. That I have a memory of crap. Like I can't remember anything unless it's like 2 years later and you ask me something random I did. I can remember then. I couldn't stop reading this today. Before I knew it, I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. So here's the info on it.
Well, if I remember correctly, isn't this one of those comics where there's like fewer words too?
It didn't feel that way.
Okay. It's been a minute since I read it.
Written
Yeah,
by
this
Stephen
was
King's son.
yeah, this is written by Joe Hill.
Have you read this one? Nope.
No,
Oh,
You might like it.
I just noticed right now that it was written by Stephen King's son, Joe
Yep.
Hill.
It's a DC Black Label book. So
Mhm.
that is their kind of Max like imprint. And when I say that, it's not like the Red Band stuff from Marvel. This is there's no comic swearing in this. It's actual swear words. Which I don't know why that bothers me so much, but if you're going to show me blood and guts, you might as well not censor words.
Yeah.
But anyway, this
Yeah,
is
that is bizarre.
very uncensored in this book. So it's written by Joe Hill, art by Leo Max, colored by Dave Stewart, lettered by Darren Bennett. The editor was Mark Doyle, and there was another editor named Ariana Turturro. This is, like I said, DC Black Label. It originally came out October 30th of 2019. I'll read you a little bit of the synopsis, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the series. So, the rain lashes the grassy dunes of Brody Island, and seagulls scream above the bay. A slender figure in a raincoat carries a large wicker basket, which looks like it might be full of melons, which it kind of is, covered by a bloodstained scrap of the American flag. This is the story of June Branch, a young woman trapped with 4 cunning criminals who have snatched her boyfriend for deranged reasons of their own. Now she must fight for her life with the help of an impossible 8th century Viking axe that can pass through a man's neck in a single swipe and leave the severed head still conscious and capable of supernatural speech.
Yep. She talks to the heads.
Yep. Each disembodied head has a malevolent story of its own to tell. And it isn't long before June finds herself in a desperate struggle to hack through their lies and manipulations, racing to save the man she loves before time runs out. There's also something that was very interesting in here. So there's a backup story called Sea Dogs. Now, I didn't read it, but I skimmed through it, and that looked freaking terrifying. Looked like werewolves or something. I don't know. But it was funny because in the first issue, it's a backup story. You couldn't read the second one unless you read another Joe Hill Black Label book from the Hill House. That's what they call it, Hill House.
Yeah, Hill House Comics is awesome.
Called The Dollhouse Family. Now, the story of the Sea Dogs is collected now, but at the time, when you were reading this, it was issue 1 of Basket Full of Heads, had the first part of Sea Dogs. You wanted to read the part 2, you had to read The Dollhouse Family. And then the rest of the series came out with Basket Full of Heads. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But
It's clever yet annoying.
Yeah.
Because you got to read the other series. So it's clever, but it's annoying because you got to read the other series.
100%. Now, this book, folks, it's like just from pages like this. For some reason, it wouldn't let me grab the first one, but every issue has a body part, especially hands, holding up the number of what the issue is. Like I thought that was pretty cool. But so we have this this guy who's doing like a summer internship thing. The whole book feels like Jaws. It feels like Amity Island in that aspect because it's even called Brody Island.
Yep.
But he's interning as an officer, but it's basically like, tickets and, getting people for littering, stuff like that. But his girlfriend comes down to see him. And during that time, we have these 4 convicts escape from a chain gang. Now, it's like 2 of them were, slinging dope. One of them pimped out his daughters. Another one, something else. I can't remember exactly what he did, but all 4 of them are missing. Well, the chief sends the boyfriend and the girlfriend to his house to sit with his wife and his son, who the chief's son is like kind of a wuss, like prissy dude, whatever. So he'd rather have the interning. I think his name was Liam. Liam is the guy that's interning.
Yeah, yep, it is.
Has Liam at his house, and something happens to another police officer. They say he was chasing the 4 guys, and he slips and falls down these stairs, and basically blunt force trauma kills, like he dies. So the chief's wife goes to comfort the fallen officer's wife. So she's like, yeah, I'm probably going to spend the night there. So Liam and his girlfriend stay at the house. Well, in the middle of the night, they hear something, and Liam's girlfriend goes to hide. And that's where the issue ends. And it opens with her waiting and waiting and waiting. She finally gets out. She thinks the coast is clear. One of the convicts is still there. Well, the thing about the chief is his wife, for their anniversaries, gets him, hey, what's up, Lorena?
Hey, Lorena, good to see you.
His
Hey, Lorena.
wife gets him these Viking, like he's very interesting he's very big on their Norse heritage. So she gets him a bunch of like Viking weapons and artifacts and stuff like that. Well, to defend herself against this escaped convict, she breaks. There's some glass that's already broken. One of the cases is broken. She reaches in, and first of all, she sees Liam's finger. So they've already, like, these guys have tortured Liam, and they've taken him. She grabs the first thing she can get, and it's this axe. So she's kind of like swinging at the guy. She goes to, like, one of those things where you have a weapon and you're holding it against somebody and you're slowly trying to back your way out of a room. She catches her ankle on a door frame and it trips her up. So he pulls a gun on her. She gets up to run. He starts firing, misses, obviously. She goes down to, they're kind of, like I said, they're on an island. So she goes down near the beach, down some stairs. The guy's walking and she's hiding, and he gets to a certain, like, down the steps, and she swings that axe and, like, cuts his foot in half. So it takes off his toes. And the next swipe is this one right here. Takes his head clean off.
Home run.
But the head starts yelling. And then we switch views to what the head is seeing. So he's upside down, staring at his own body. And he's freaking out, because why wouldn't you? You've just been decapitated, but you can still talk. You can still see all this other stuff. So apparently whatever's going on with this axe, you cut somebody's head off with the axe, they don't die. So she's going to leave them there. There's a big storm coming, and the water starts rising, and, tsunami-like kind of stuff is happening. And, he's pleading with her. And it switches from I'm going to plead like I'm, human to human, let's do this, to calling her a see you next Tuesday a couple of times. And
well, she did cut his head off. I mean,
true, but he was kind of he's getting a little too aggressive there for a second with some of the stuff he was saying before that. But she decides to grab, to pick the head up. She's like, I'm not going to let you drown. And then they get to thinking about it. Well, you don't have lungs. How could you really drown? She goes, also, I couldn't bear to think of you, no matter what you've done to me, sitting at the bottom of the water, not being able to die. And there'd be like crabs and fish and everything picking at your still alive head. So she dumps out this wicker basket, puts his head in there. So here's the shot of him on the beach. Just the head's just getting blown around. Now, I'm not going to go too much farther than issue 2. This is issue 2 I'm talking about now. Like I said, there's 7 issues. And naturally, how it is with most books, there's a twist. The problem is, when I thought I figured out the twist, I wasn't even close. Was not even close to what the twist was. I thought I was like, I got to a, yeah, she really did. And he's not the first head she takes, just so you know. It is called a basket full of heads.
Yep.
Now, again,
isn't there 7 in total?
Yeah, there's seven issues total. Now, when I got to the 3rd or 4th issue and something gets said about somebody wearing a wire, I immediately thought that I knew who it was, and it wasn't the person they were thinking it was. Turns out it wasn't the person I was thinking it was either. So it's a twisty mystery, a twistery, if you will. I love this. I want to reread it again. Folks, as far as pick books go, my goodness, this is one of those I can't believe. And I've read a lot of the Hill House stuff, and we have some of the Hill House stuff. Yay Sports indeed. See, that's a Yay Sports right there, Unknown. That's a Yay Sports. If more sports were like that, I'd probably watch it. But we also, don't live in, Roman times with gladiators and such.
I cannot remember how you put it, but what you yelled when we were in that championship game, something about a ropey loop or something. I about died. You were talking about the basket.
I wish I could remember what I said.
Too. He got the goal in the ropey loop or something like that. That was great.
In the rope loop.
The rope loop. Yeah, this book, folks, if you've never checked out any of the DC Black Label stuff, they have some great, not just horror. They have some great books. If there's Swamp Thing Green Hell, though, is kind of horror based, but that would be another one I would tell people to look out for. The Swamp Thing Green Hell is also one of those the weirdly shaped books. DC Black Label did that for a lot of their books, where it was like the ones that were like this freaking wide. But yeah, that was.
You know what I can't stand are the people that do the books sideways. So you have to flip them up. That drives me nuts.
I think I've only read like 1 or 2 books like that, and that's probably the reason I've only read 1 or 2 books like that.
It drove me crazy. Like I said, my OCD can't handle stuff like that. Make it the right way. Make it the right way.
But yeah, folks, again, basket full of heads from Joe Hill, part of the Hill House stuff he was doing.
I know you don't want to talk anymore, and I know you don't want to give anything away, but was not the ending very satisfying?
It was so satisfying.
Thank you.
I didn't see it coming though.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Not that part of the ending.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It just, like I said, the twist, I thought I had it figured out. And it wasn't until the very end where I was like, what? I mean, in the best way, though. It was like the best way when I was like, what? It very much exceeded my expectations. Like, fantastic book.
Makes me happy that you like that. I really enjoyed that series too.
I mean, I had a feeling I was going to, because again, it's Joe Hill, and there's one comic that he did about underwater stuff. It was part of the Hill House DC stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but I know I was collecting that too. And that one was really good. But yeah, man.
Yeah, the Hill House comics are pretty decent. He's a decent comic writer.
Yeah. So
of course, his old man is the king. So
would he be like a Stephen King?
Mm-hmm. The king.
All right. So
thank you very much.
Blasphemy.
It is time now.
You're down to 4?
4 books.
Man, you could just eeny, meeny, miny, moe this sucker now.
I could, but I like spinning the wheel.
I don't think I've read any of them other than I might have read East of West.
So, Incorruptible.
If East of West is a vampire book, I've read it. If it's not, I'm thinking of something else.
Technically, I only have 3 books left.
Winner's Choice.
One of these is a winner's choice.
You know what would be hilarious is if you get that when there's only 1 book left. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my goodness. So Irredeemable, I have the first 2 trades for. I had started reading it. That's why it's on the list, because I never finished it.
Simply Irredeemable.
Irredeemable is a story about the Plutonian, who is a hero on Earth that basically goes evil. So it's a superhero turning into a supervillain.
Did you say Plutonian?
Plutonian.
Cool.
And Incorruptible is a side story that I never read anything about, but I know the basic premise of it is one of his supervillains becoming a hero. So that's why they're both on the list. Irredeemable, I've at least read a little bit of, but I want to read more, and this kind of will help me get to that part. Incorruptible, I haven't read at all. So here we go, folks. 3 books left, and then I'm going to make a whole new list.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. And looky there.
Hey, all right. Irredeemable, I will be going into much more detail on this book next week.
Simply Irredeemable. Now, are you going to start where you left off, or are you going to start?
No. Like, for a lot of stuff, like when I went to reread The Boys, I started at the first issue. I read everything of The Boys. I started on Invincible. I went back to issue 1.
Lorena, is East of West about vampires? Or am I thinking of the wrong series? She just said she would read it, so I thought I'd ask her. Or I could have Googled it too, but I was trying to be interactive with our guests.
Oh, okay. This is a Hickman book. So or not this one, but East of West is a Jonathan Hickman book. A sci-fi western. Ooh, yeah. I can't wait to get to that one.
I think it is. I think that's the one I'm thinking of then.
4 horsemen of apocalypse who are trying to kill the president. So, not exactly sure vampires, but it's 4 horsemen.
It's
That
more
might
of
be
a
what I was-
dystopian sci-fi.
That might be what I was thinking of. Because what you just said sounds familiar too. I don't know. I've read so many horror comics. Good Lord.
Yes. Lorena, let us know. If anybody reads anything that we talked about tonight, if you ever read a list book, or if you read the list book for next week and you want to talk about it, feel free to. Like, it's not homework. If anybody feels like reading Irredeemable, by all means, you want to talk about it with me, cool. If not, I'll do it like I do normally.
Anybody else have Robert Palmer going through their head? Irredeemable.
Yeah, all the time. Not just because of that, I just do all the time.
Yeah, because of the girls playing the guitars.
Yep.
They help me get through puberty, and that's all I'm going to say.
100%. That's probably what started puberty for me. I'm going to run through real fast the books that we talked about. Let's see. We started this off with Lobo issue number 2. Can't wait to read the rest of that. I did.
That was Ed's pick of the week.
Ed's pick of the week right there. The next up, we went to Deathstroke the Terminator number 2. This book kicks so much ass. Yes, Lorena. Very good. Very good music video. Then we went with Nectar. A lot of number 2s this week, but that's okay. Nectar number 2. This book continues to be a surprise for me.
I will probably keep talking about those 2 at least all the way through when they come out because I really enjoy them both. Unless they do something stupid.
True.
If they do something stupid, then I'll be done.
Then I talked about Where Monsters Lie, Dead End. It's the book that Kyle Starks took to Kickstarter when Dark Horse decided they didn't want to greenlight it.
Now, did they do this as a one book trade whole thing, or is this going to be 4 of them?
I don't know if it's going to be 4 of them.
Yes, this is basically a one-shot story, and everybody gets Corvettes.
But I also don't know if Kyle's done with the story too. Like that's the part about the reading through the Kickstarter thing about it. He doesn't know if he's done. So I'll leave it there.
In other words, if it sells a bunch, there'll be more.
Could very well. And then maybe Dark Horse would be like, oh, we messed up.
Dark Horse is dumbass. I already swore at them a year ago when that happened. You're still stupid, Dark Horse. Dumb shits. One of the greatest freaking horror series of the last 20 years in comics. And we don't feel comfortable in backing it. Dumb shits. Why don't you do another Godzilla where there's no kaiju in it?
And then we read Narco number 2. Mixed reaction between me and Ed on that, and that's fine. I
haven't given up on it though.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it another try, but something's got to happen in book 3 or I'm out.
Very true. Like I said, this is very different from the other books about serial killers that he has. Like, trust me, I think any of the other books, plastic, the second series of plastic, vinyl, or plush, I think you'd be into any one of those 4. But this is good. I hope, just like you said, though, I hope it does kind of pick up a little bit with issue 3.
Yeah, it's got to. It's all they do is sit and talk. I'm done.
Yeah. Then we got Dead Teenagers number 2. I still think people are sleeping on this one. I'm kind of hoping that this gets a little more talk. It could just be me. I really enjoy the book. The first issue especially was...
it's Oni Press.
Yeah, first issue was really good. And I talked about, and I saw, how Corey was saying that Pretty Hate Machine was a little too short, but I still loved it. This one is, hold on, let me answer. Is anyone reading the other absolutes besides the Holy Trinity? And if so, which one would you recommend? Anybody in the chat reading anything outside of that? Because I have only really been reading Superman.
My first absolute is going to be Green Arrow.
Yes. Sean and I are pre-ordering those copies very soon. Or we're at least going to get those. We already decided.
I don't know why, but I have like 5 copies of the first Batman one. Because I had people buy it for me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I
I can tell you this, Lorena. I have read at least 1 issue of all the absolute stuff. And outside of the Trinity, Martian Manhunter was a trip. Like, I would suggest anything just going off that first issue, read Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, and read a couple issues as well, just because that one is a lot to try to understand. Because
the reason I'm gonna
around the telepathy and the arts, such a trip.
Yeah, it's a trippy book.
The reason I'm going to jump in on that one, Lorena, is that it's supposed to be a horror story.
That's Green Lantern. Oh, and Green Arrow.
It's Green Arrow.
Yeah, right. But Green Lantern actually was, I think, somewhat of a horror story. I didn't keep reading it, but the first issue felt that way.
And I did like Absolute
Like
Flash too.
How was possessed or something.
Yeah. I did read some Absolute Flash as well, but I only made it 2 issues, and not because I didn't like it, but again, there's so much coming out that for each one, I have to pick one thing if I'm going to follow all the way through. So for Absolute, it was Superman. For Ghost Machine, it's Redcoat, and Redcoat's back too. So I'm probably gonna be talking about that next week.
Another reason why I want
You
to
should.
start with Green Arrow is because I know nothing about Green Arrow.
Yeah.
So there won't be anything that annoys me or
I'm such
like does with the other ones.
such an Arrow fan. Like I like Archers. Like I like Hawkeye. I like Green Arrow a ton. Not only
Oh.
because of Arrow, but Smallville.
I love Captain Archer.
Captain Archer. I love the story of him. I'm so upset that we never got the Supermax movie that we were supposed to get years and years ago.
What is Supermax?
Supermax was a story where, because Green Arrow is known in the DC universe, he outed himself, his his secret identity, so people know that Oliver Queen is Green Arrow, and he gets set up.
Oh, great! I didn't. Thanks for spoiling it.
Yeah, I'm sure the absolute version is going to be. Here's another spoiler. That's not the same Green Arrow. That's an absolute Green Arrow.
You bastard!
But he gets set up and he's sent to a Supermax prison. Now the movie was supposed to be full of like D and Z list villains, and he recruits these villains
Crazy
to help
Quill?
him. Huh?
Crazy Quill?
Bro, I don't know. This is a movie that never happened. It could have been Crazy Quill. Who knows? Probably not.
Let's say it was Crazy Quill.
Let's just say it might have been. Whatever.
Now I feel better.
But and he recruits them to help him break out of the Supermax. It was also when they canceled that in favor of something else. I think it was they were starting it with Superman Returns or something. I can't remember what movie it got canceled for. But then it was going to be turned into an animated project, and then that never went off the ground. But it was an interesting read when I read part of the script for it. It was a very interesting read. But Green Arrow is a character that I can't wait to see in live action, like on the big screen. And I have a feeling he's coming. So I'm totally on that absolute green. Like the first time I heard that it was going to be absolute Green Arrow, I was like, yep, we're on it. Anyways, Dead Teenagers is really cool. If you're into like Groundhog Day, Final Destination, time loopy stuff, it's good read. This is the second part of the story. If you read the first one, you know what happens at the end of the first one. This is what happens when they break the loop. Then Ed Red, Superman Red Sun, gave us a fantastic synopsis without being super duper spoilery.
Ed Red,
Well,
Red Sun.
Ed Red Sun.
I try to say enough to get people interested without ruining it.
Red Sun.
That's what I try to do.
Well, you did fantastic.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And if you want,
and I love that shield. That is so clever that they used the communist flag as a shield.
The Grell run, it's been a while since I've read that, but I know Longbow Hunters was really good, and then the Kevin Smith run of Green Arrow is fantastic. I got that collected.
I knew I liked you, Lorena. I'll smoke 2 joints before I read it. I knew I liked you.
Then I talked about Battle Beast. It said that sword is so dope. Seeing him stab these massive monsters with it and just break the blade, and the blade grows back, and he stabs them again and breaks that blade. So things look like giant pincushions.
Is this the one where the sword talks?
No, sword doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I did read another book that I didn't put on the list because you only got so many ones unless I made a slide deck. Babs. If y'all have never read Babs, read. It's from Ahoy Comics, and I know Ahoy is very hit or miss with their stuff.
As in BABS?
Yes.
Okay.
She is like a raven-haired Red Sonja with the mouth of a sailor. It's a fun book. It reminds you of Red Sonja so much because of what she wears, but it's very anachronistic. Like they say some things that like it's for the time, but it's something you just got to read. So there's Babs, and then there's a new series out right now called Babs: The Black Road South. Very dirty book. It's a Garth Ennis book. Very violent, very funny. Definitely check out Babs. It's I think one of the best books that Ahoy has ever put out. And the last thing that got talked about, Ed talked about this, Superman 78, which I knew about this book coming out when it did. I might even have some and just don't remember, which is not,
I am almost positive that my cover has Christopher Reeve on it.
Might be.
But that could be the other.
Let's see. Because I know for a while there was a time where a lot of the Superman comics used Christopher Reeve as I think I do have this comic because I have I have a World's Finest from Big Time Collectibles. Okay, it's just the same cover.
If you have 2 through 6, you can call and read them to me.
Let's see. There's a Superman 78 number 2 that looks like it has Christopher Reeve and Gene Hackman on the cover.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe I do. Maybe I have 2 of them.
Yeah, that's number 2 though.
That's cool. Now I got to find it.
And then here's one of these days. I don't know who I'm going to get to do it, but I'm going to get a commission. I've asked for them to do this for Ken Hazer to do this, like when they were just taking suggestions. Like I wasn't going to be able to buy it. I know that, but there is if I get the damn thing to save, there we go. Oh, there's kind of 2 of these. Pop this back on. Why is that like that? I have no idea. There we go. Where you at?
Small squares.
Hold on, I don't have that one fixed like that.
Damn it. Don't worry about it.
I've always wanted to commission this piece. The one that I'm usually talking about, though, there's no color at all. Like there's a rainbow going through it, and then the background is white.
Well, dude, I can draw that for you.
Yeah, this is one that I've always wanted. Like, and I tried to suggest it years ago when we had Ken Hazer on. He was like, "I just want suggestions. I'll just draw, whatever." And I was like, there was a poster for Superman where it was a certain Superman shield. The background was like completely white, but there's like a rainbow going through the part of it. And this one is it's Superman flying. Like that's what it is. We're seeing the streak of him flying by. But I've always loved this poster.
Is that a poster for the movie or what is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The only one I ever saw was the one that said, "You'll believe a man can fly" or something like that.
Hey, what's going on, Joey?
Hey, Joey.
What's up, Joey?
You caught us at the tail end of the show.
Isn't that what the movie poster said? Was something "You'll believe a man can fly" or something like that?
Yeah, that one. So this is a cover of. This is a Big Time Collectibles New York City Comic Con 2023 variant. So that poster, come on. I'm pretty sure I had this on the show before. That's not the right thing.
My tag is showing. My tag is showing. Now I see. You'll believe a man can fly. Okay.
When I first started not getting into YouTube, but when YouTube first started becoming like a thing, one of the first videos that I looked up was the original Superman trailer. Because I remember seeing it before, but I had that thing on repeat because it's just the shot of the clouds and just the line, "You'll believe a man can fly."
Your little YouTube comment brought back a memory.
Hmm.
When my daughter was younger, Dad, you're older than YouTube? Shut up. Just leave. It's not that damn old.
Hey, there's Dan Price too. What's going on, Dan?
Hey,
Dan.
hey, yeah, Bigfoot. Wow.
I heard he knows karate.
Ooh.
Does Bigfoot do the crane kick?
Hmm. You'll have to read the book to find that out.
I've already read the book.
Yes.
Yeah. And I liked it because Dan's awesome.
That is true. Okay, so I have the link for the pre-order. So I started winding down playing. I got, oh, it's all good, Joey. All good. Come on. Hold on. I got so many links to things.
Just don't bring up that link you brought up last week. That was mortifying.
Oh, Utah for work. I don't have it there. Where did I put it? My goodness. Roseblood, Curse.
Moab, Utah. That sounds like a kick-ass karate name.
Chupacabra with a shotgun.
Oh, I am Moab, Utah. I kick your ass. You kill my
Okay.
father.
Somehow it's not in here anymore, but the pre-launch for Bigfoot Knows Karate God Killer. Do yourself a favor, click that notify me on launch button so you know when the project launches so you can back it. It's a book that I tell people, yeah, the title kind of tells you what it is, but you'll have no idea until you actually read the book what it's about.
Oh, yeah. You get to see all kinds of cool things.
Ooh, and reading the little tagline here, this is a prequel. So kind of like maybe a perfect place to jump in.
Mm-hmm. Must be Bigfoot's time with Mr. Miyagi.
He is the cryptid that will fight for your honor.
Just don't try to take his picture. It'll always be blurry.
Always blurry, man. Even this day and age, we have like freaking 14K video photography and everything's always blurry.
Did I just hear her? Did I hear the Jenna?
No.
Sounded like a parrot for a second. I heard "Meow" in the background. Somewhere else. I don't know. Wasn't here though.
I don't have a parrot.
No, you don't.
I don't have any women that are awake right now either, so I don't know where you heard.
Mine's not home.
I don't have parrots, but I got two birds.
And I can kill two birds with one stone.
I can stone two birds with one. Wait, what?
Wait, yep. Highlight my Lost in Space shirt. That's what it reminds me of. Remember the old TV show Lost in Space?
Lost in Space.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Warning, warning, danger, danger. I don't know why I'm tilting my head. He don't even have one.
See, Lorena heard it.
So Lorena has the parrot. No, it all makes sense. The swashbuckling tale of Lorena and her parrot.
So anyway, folks.
That's just the end. That's it. Ed's gone too far. We're cutting it here.
Yeah, see, Dan, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I was trying to think. Kill 2 birds and get stoned. Wait, that's not it.
That'll work.
Make sure that if you haven't checked out Weirdos Podcast, folks, they're the co-hosts on this channel. Oh, hold on.
We're only 1 sub away from 160.
Oh, 1 sub away, folks.
We've been at that number for a long time.
Yeah, I need to see how many I've dropped. Nope. I'm never gonna get. There we go. Because it's mirrored. Make sure you sub up to the EXP. You come talk to me in the chat all the time.
Except for when I show up, then it's not him, it's Kyle.
That's true. You know, somebody said the other day, I think it was Mr. Easy Go Lucky. I said hi to someone and they're like, hey, Kyle or Jay. And I think Mr. Easy was like, no, it's Jay, because if it was Kyle, he wouldn't say hi.
Yep. It's not wrong.
Well, because apparently when I do that, sometimes if I do it too often, YouTube thinks it's spam. I was like,
I just want to go, hi, Kyle. Because I'm sure he's never heard that before.
Now, I think, I don't make any promises, but I think in a couple weeks, we're actually going to have a show with Sean. I'm hoping. Yeah, I know. Sean's the other part of this.
Oh, he's the guy that the show would be better if he wasn't on. That's right.
You know what? He's going to see that, and he's going to make me feel bad. I'm going to have to talk to him for hours.
Dude,
he was just kidding.
Him and I already had this talk.
But did Ed really say that on the show? Yeah, he's joking. He's kidding.
Or am I?
Or is he? I gotta tell people all the time, Hydra Asylum is not just me, just because I'm the one that you see on here. Okay?
There's more
It's
of
me,
us.
it's Sean, and it's Jenna. I'm just the one who doesn't have anything to do on Saturday. So I'm the one that does
see how he just discounts us now. Just
Weirdos, though, over this way, because I'm mirrored and I keep forgetting that. Hiya. They are the co-hosts here. They have their own channel as well. You should check them out. You should join their Friday happy hour.
We love you long time.
Yes, you should go back and watch their stuff for March Madness, because me, not even as a sports fan, had a blast watching them. Seeing Ed lose his mind and Nope lose his mind about Ed losing his mind.
All right, well, circle the calendars now. The Saturday after Thanksgiving is the Michigan Buckeye game. And you want to watch someone lose their mind, that's the one you want to watch, because I become a different person.
We're going to have a disclosure video before that one goes. Like, warning.
When I'm watching sports, I usually start rated G and work my way up depending on how bad or good we're doing. When it's Ohio week, I'm hard R going in, baby. The Buckeyes. The Buckeyes.
Is that the team that Castle likes?
No.
Kyle.
Oh, it's
Kyle.
Kyle? I could have sworn that Castle used to come in and say, "Go Bucks."
Kyle and I can. Well, that's
Buccaneers.
That's Buccaneers,
that's Buccaneers.
For Tampa Beer.
Yeah.
Tampa Beer.
Yeah. NFL.
That's Tampa Beer.
Oh. Hey.
No, but Kyle and I can bond over the Lions. But yeah, we don't bond over college football.
So you got any plans for anything else, like TV review or?
As a matter of fact, I have something coming up very, 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 very soon. Maybe as soon as tomorrow, if things work out. Because I discovered a box that had gotten shoved in a corner. And when I opened the box, I found a whole shitload of these that I've never opened
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to be opening these on a video coming to you very soon, maybe even tomorrow. And there's other Halloween books in the box too that I will share.
Very, very cool.
I just want to know what covers I got, because if I didn't get a bride one, I'll cry.
Oh.
I'll cry like Arizona when we kick their ass. We're supposed to be the best team in the country. We can't lose Michigan. They kick their ass.
Yeah, as far as over here goes, outside of the lives, which every Saturday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and also, folks, in case she's already started, make sure you check out Tracy, artist Tracy Medina. She was going to be going live and doing a Superman Day sketch.
She said that wasn't going to be until like 9 or 10 though.
Until like 9, yeah, okay. Well, I can't remember her. I can't remember her time zone.
Well, see, I listen to our guests, Jay. I don't just pretend to. I actually listen.
I actually read.
Hey,
people
not to read.
The three of us are brothers. We love each other. It's all in fun. Don't take anything we say seriously when we insult each other. Even though they're twat waffles, I still like them.
Yes.
I want number 3. Go a little bit lower. 2. Double it. 4.
Excellent.
Number 4.
Number 4. 4.
Speaking of which, just from that voice, I don't know why this made me think of it, but did y'all get to see the teaser for Spaceballs, the new one?
Oh, hell yes.
Mm-mm.
Hell yes.
It's no longer the Search for More Money.
Nope.
It's the new one.
Yep.
Mel Brooks can literally play the 99-year-old man now.
He has got to survive for the release of this movie.
Quit saying
if he
it.
dies
Jinx
before
it by
this movie
saying
comes
like that.
out,
You're putting so much pressure on it.
Yeah.
If I had that kind of power,
no, but you're taking an already morbid, like nobody would be happy about that, and you're just putting it to the forefront, like, oh, this is bad, and then when it actually happens, it's just going to be worse.
Well, that was like, I found this comical. People are going to hate me. Go ahead and hate me. I don't find it comical for the reason it's going to sound like I found it comical. But I found it highly comical that all we heard of for a year was Betty White turning 100, and she died like a week before she turned 100. I couldn't help but laugh.
You don't talk about it.
But when she's 100, she had a good long life, so I can laugh if I want. I wasn't laughing that she died. I just everybody kept
Joey, that's great. Dude, Mel Brooks just has that line that just directly to my giggles. Okay, the man is hilarious. He's 99 years old and still funny, still cracking me up.
Yogurt.
Oh my goodness, use the Schwartz. Speaking of elders in the comic industry, I just learned this.
I will slap you if you say my name.
In the comic industry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going. I thought you were
not Ed, I didn't say ancient.
Damn kids.
Tatjana Wood.
Nope, it's not funny.
Who was an artist in college.
Speaking of elders, Ed, what have you been up to?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. That's exactly what I was waiting for. That is exactly what I was waiting for.
Tatjana Wood, who was an American artist and comic book colorist. I recently learned she passed away in February at the age of 99. She was 3 days away from her 100th birthday.
Wow.
So I saw some of her work on Swamp Thing. Excellent. Like, again, though, 99, that's a long, well-lived life, I hope, because my goodness.
It's also a good number of Luft balloons.
Yeah, 99 Das Luft balloons.
99 Das Luft balloons.
But yeah, I'm excited for Spaceball. I mean, come on, y'all. I've been waiting for the second one since they teased the second one at the end of the first movie. And a really beautiful tribute that they did was I saw a cast picture, including some of the new ones, because Lewis Pullman, Bob, is going to be in this with his dad. And they had a
John
picture of John Candy. And I said something to Ed Note about this when we were talking the other night. And it just reminds me how much I miss John Candy, dude.
Oh yeah.
my,
I love that,
I
man.
miss that dude. Yeah. So
Uncle Buck is such an underappreciated movie. If you've never seen it, please watch it.
yeah, they had a picture of him in costume as Barf. And I was like, man, Barf's gonna be missing from this movie, but I'm hoping it's
I'm
good.
just glad that that he's gonna be missing and they're not gonna recast him.
Yeah.
Because that would be bad.
I do think we're gonna get a son.
Maybe
because
we'll get Black Chris Stanton, call it Black Crusty Underwear or something.
Because I saw Josh Gad. I saw Josh Gad in this cast picture, and if I could picture anyone playing John Candy's son, it's Josh Gad. So, Olaf from Frozen might be Barf Jr. Who knows? But I'm excited to see it.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
God, that movie, dude.
Comb the Desert.
It's good to be the king.
Mel Brooks is fantastic.
He is.
I love him. He made two of the best movies ever made: Spaceballs and Young Frankenstein.
I will agree with you there, but Blazing Saddles is still one of my favorites.
Oh well, sure, absolutely.
Blazing Saddles.
Well, as far as that concerns, I also love History of the World.
True.
I give you these 15. 10
commandments.
Yeah. NVTS nuts. Jenna says it all the time. It's like, you're nuts. NVTS nuts. Man, it just feels like there's such a revival of stuff we watched back in the day. Like we were talking about it earlier. Street Fighter, Masters of the Universe, Mortal Kombat, Spaceballs. Just waiting for Thundercats, man. Bring me Thundercats or G.I. Joe.
You forgot one of the greatest of all times if they do it right. Voltron.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Cavill's in it.
That's right.
I can't wait. I haven't heard anything in a while, but
I know.
I'm so waiting for that.
Yeah, that's also why I didn't mention anything about Warhammer. I know nothing about Warhammer. I just know that he was going to do some Warhammer movie.
I also heard they were doing a live action Battle of the Planets.
Oh, goodness.
How awesome would it be if the crossover I've been begging for was the movie Voltron and Battle of the Planets? Hang on. Okay. I'm okay now.
I also need to check on something because Sean mentioned the other night. He was like, dude, did you know they're making another Last Starfighter? They're making a sequel. And I went to look at it, and the sequel I found is they're doing a comic for Last Starfighter.
Well, it'd be kind of dumb to make a sequel to The Last Starfighter. What would the second one be called? The Last Starfighter. Just kidding.
Still alive.
Here's another one. Fooled you.
You missed me.
Well, technically, if it's the same guy, he'd still be the Last Starfighter.
Right. The Last Starfighter.
He's missed dead. The actor died.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Dead. Yes, he did. Jay, I don't even know who the hell he is.
I know, but you're trying to pull a nope on me.
Well, yeah.
With such conviction, you almost get me. But I'm like, no, he's messing with me.
Bang, bang.
Because if you don't think I was about to look that up and be like, oh my God, because I live under a rock sometimes and there's people I don't know pass away. And I'm like, I wonder how this person's doing. Oh,
now, what will be absolutely hilarious is tomorrow morning.
No, it won't be absolutely hilarious.
It would be absolutely hilarious.
Oh.
He said it.
Yeah. Members
I
of
could do the
bruh.
free throw thing.
I'm gonna go get another drink.
Okay.
Make it on the rocks.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a
Are we
great year
winding
for
up?
movie.
Are we winding up, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're getting close to it. Like I don't want to just meander. I just got a couple other things to talk about. I know we didn't talk too much about some of the newer comics that were coming out. Sometimes I think about, if we should do a segment of comics in the future that we're excited to come out, because again, I can't wait for that Greatest American Hero comic. I can't wait. I'm so excited for that. I hope it doesn't let me down. I'm trying to temper the expectations, but
I heard something about that,
Hmm.
but I'm not going to ruin it for you in case it's true. As a hint, if you recall, not too long ago, you could buy Godzilla and King Kong. And when you open them, a noise happened.
mm-hmm.
That's all I'll say.
I don't know if I believe it or not.
No, I'm being totally honest, but I don't know if it's true.
I know, Ed.
But
I
I've
don't
read it
know
from
if I.
3 different things.
I don't know if I believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, if what I'm talking about happens, you'll be walking on air.
Yes, I will, because that song is still in my playlist.
Never thought I could feel so free.
Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be?
Believe it or not, it ain't me.
It's just me.
It ain't me. All I could be is wheelchair boy, and that's not very exciting. Edward the Gimp.
I've also thought about, because there's plenty of channels out there that do like movie nights where they talk about movies they watched. I was thinking about, maybe eventually for a show, maybe we watch something like that, talk about that, because there's some movies that I want to go back and revisit. Like, it's been forever since I've watched Condor Man. And I know Dan Price.
Dallas.
Huh?
Debbie Does Dallas.
No.
But there's lots of chum in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Chum.
Swallow your pride.
Never.
I'll see you're a spitter. And on that note, folks, he's about to cancel me. So
no canceling. I just need you to go grab some chocolate pudding, right? Chocolate pudding, and I want you to just sit on some steps, right? And I want you to take the chocolate pudding cup, and don't use a spoon.
You are sick individual.
Come on, you saw how to do it in The Boys.
But I do have to do something in honor of Superman Day and a Superman Red Sun. And I have Nikolai Volkov to thank for this. There you go.
And now the internet cancels us.
I am not a commie. I'm a goey.
Jeez. Anyway, watching stuff like Condor Man, or maybe some old Spider-Man, or just something like that. Something to kind of break
the
up
old Hammond Spider-Man.
Yeah, something to just break up a little bit.
To this day, I still get the wall crawling music stuck in my head. Din, 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 when he's climbing, and he's and it's the worst looking crawl ever, because you can tell that the dude is walking on his hands and feet horizontally, and they're tilting the camera. But it's all we had.
Yeah.
And little Eddie B loved when that was coming out because they'd announce it like 2 weeks at a time. Friday night at the movies, Spider-Man. Oh my God, Spider-Man.
Exactly. Trial of the Incredible Hulk was one of my favorite things. All the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulks.
Lou Ferrigno, not a fan.
No.
Mm.
I think I've heard that story before.
I'm not ever going to say it publicly online, but
I got you.
And to this day, broken back and everything. Name the time, bitch.
Wow. Yeah. Think about doing, a show where we watch something. Well, it could be comic book related or just a movie.
Howard the Duck.
Dude, I would totally do. I would call Phable, be like, "Hey, Phable, we're doing a Howard the Duck show."
Howard the Duck. If it ain't funk, you don't feel it.
Oh, give me the key code, Howard. Yeah, I'm all about that movie.
Howie.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about that. Break it up a little bit. Do something like that. Eventually, I'd like to do a review show with Sean. Or if
Who?
Nope ever has any time to read anything. If you had time.
No is fighting a serious addiction problem, and you shouldn't make fun of me. The man's trying his hardest to kick the habit, but he is the filament king of Missouri.
Look, I believe
he has no time to read.
He's going to crack the code on how to turn the loose stuff back into good stuff.
As Jesse Ventura said, ain't got time to read. Let's bleed.
Nope is going to be the one that fixes that problem.
Nope and I are going to build things together.
A balanced board game with Tetris shaped things.
Nope asked me if I knew how to program.
Do what?
You asked me if I knew how to program when we were talking about, we were just bantering about the future and what we could do. And you brought
I just can't remember what we were talking about.
We were going to take over the world between your printing and my programming.
I'm telling you, folks, if you're a 3D print enthusiast and you see these machines they have where you can turn the extra stuff, you can recycle it. These two are going to be the ones that crack the code to make it perfect. Because I know people are getting close, but they haven't done anything. They haven't done it to where it doesn't come out kind of funky. I've watched a bunch of videos on people trying to recycle the extra pieces because I've noticed that the stands and all that other stuff, there's a lot of filament that gets wasted. I think the two of you are going to crack the code.
Well, I mean, there was a Kickstarter with that recycler.
Yeah, but I think y'all will find a better design and stuff that works.
It's not friendly to home outlets.
Well, that's also to wiring it correctly and whatever.
I'm just playing.
I didn't burn anything down, thankfully. It's a work in progress, damn it.
Dude, you got away with it for 2 months before your old lady even knew you did it.
These outlets aren't working. I don't know what's going on with them. That was me.
Oh, the voltage.
What's happening?
All right. So, folks, if you couldn't tell by now, we're winding it down. One of these days when I'm not so busy during the week,
which is never.
Yeah, I'm going to try to put together a show a little bit cleaner. So far, this has just been kind of coasting. I'm going to be honest, because it's just stuff we're reading and we're reviewing it. But I want to work on something, kind of differentiate the shows. I do like reviewing the books though, because it also makes me read. And it's one of those things, it's almost like exercising. I put off reading sometimes unless it's my one book a day. But then sometimes I read that one book and then I want to keep reading. And then I'll spend a whole day doing nothing but reading.
We need to bring back the thing that we've been talking about. That I can never remember the show. This week.
In stores this week.
In stores this week. That's what we're basically doing now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we don't all read the same ones. But in a way, that's kind of cool because we cover more ground that way.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll figure something out. It's still fine tuning. Like it's just, I like doing this because it's like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Before it was build the show last second and then tell you guys, hey guys, this is what we're gonna do tonight.
Yeah, we really appreciated that too, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, I bet everybody.
It's much better now because now you have at least 12 hours notice.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I only work 12 hours a day. Nope only works 12 hours a day. So we still got that other 12. Sleep.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's that for?
Give you
that?
12 hours and 20-minute notice.
I usually just call it lung blinking. What is this sleep that you're talking about?
True that.
Yep.
Wow.
Hopefully.
He just sucked on his own monster right on live TV.
Sure did. And it was delicious.
I noticed it was black.
Yeah. Well,
you never go back.
It's true. Monster Energy. If you ever watching, you want to sponsor me. Trust me, I drink
Monster
a
Energy.
amount.
If you want Monster Energy, read Cockju. They need a volume 2 of that. I'm sorry. They need a volume 2.
You know, I think that's another show I'd like to do somewhere down the road.
Cockju?
Well, not just that, but series that ended after like one volume that you were like, no, I need more of this. But they only did like one volume and they were done. Only one set.
Did that. We kind of did that. Things that ended too soon.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I think that
not
was
specifically comics.
Yeah, that was like a
just mix of everything.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure there's some more stuff we'd be like, that's it? We're not getting any more of this?
Things that went on too long. Kardashians.
We got 90 freaking seasons of the Kardashians. And they canceled the Neighbors.
One freaking season of Paper Girls.
And Paper Girls. Paper Girls. We'll figure out. But also, if y'all ever have any ideas, like I say, let me know if you're not going to use them for your own show.
Dude, even if we do use them on our own show, it ain't like we couldn't use them both.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if you have time, you could join us on our show, and that could be a hangout or whatever for that week or whatever.
Yeah, I just have to get my stuff on for like this Friday was mainly like if y'all would have done something, it was Kyle had a barbecue competition, so I ran the FOC show for him, which is super fun. We had Daniel Crary of Ignition Press on, awesome guy. Always love seeing Daniel.
No, if you weren't here for this, unless you were listening on the phone, Tracy said she'd love to do a Friday show with us and draw live if we're interested in having them. I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I read a little bit of it, but
she said Fridays would be the best day for her. And I'm like, well, what do you know? We just so happen to have a little Friday thing. But with her being on the West Coast, we might have to start later than 6 Eastern. Because I don't
which
know
might be fine too.
Yeah, I don't mind. Friday night's fine with me.
Yeah, because if she's West Coast, then you know.
Yeah, it depends what she has going on during the day. But yeah, we'll work with her for sure.
We've always decided that was a floating time anyways. That show.
There we go. Okay. Closing some windows. I had a lot of them open. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and drop y'all out, and I'll see y'all on the other side.
See you on the other side.
See you now.
See ya.
All right, folks. Another fun show. I always have a fun time doing these. There's some times where I'm like, man, am I going to get this done in time? Like today was, it was supposed to be Superman Day, but didn't do anything for Superman Day. But it's also my grandmother's birthday, so we went and saw her for a little bit. Got home, got the show put together. Went well, about average. And if you've been here the whole time, appreciate you. If you popped in for a minute, you're always welcome. One of these days, folks, I will get to a point where I do interviews and stuff like that. I'm not an interviewer. I'm more of a, hey, we'll talk about your book for a little bit and then we'll hang out and you can talk about the topics we're talking about. One of these days, I'll get more into that. Hopefully, one day also, Sean will be in a position where he can do more of these shows with us. Sean does great interviews. I don't care what he says. What's going on here for us is outside of the lives. I think I was trying to say this earlier and I got in my own way and forgot. We're going to have an unboxing. I still got to unbox my stuff from Garrett and show off the cool care package he sent us. And then we're doing something we haven't done in a while. And it's I unbox something and Sean does the review. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you're your first time here, you liked anything you saw, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Again, one of my favorite things I do outside of working at the experience is doing these shows. Might not seem like it, but there's sometimes where I just feel like I'm in another world. I start talking, the brain shuts off, and then I start rambling like I'm doing right now. But had a blast. As always, thank you to the Weirdos for being on, doing the show with me. I could technically do the show without them, but trust me, I much more prefer having them here with me. Love having the guys on. But anyway, before my voice goes completely out and I ramble for another half hour while they're sitting back there, thank you all for joining. Hope you have a safe and awesome rest of your weekend. And catch you on the experience. If I don't, see you next Saturday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, for another Hydra Hangout. Later.